How are you feeling? How long have you been here?
3 months, May 17th.
And what brought you?
That's difficult to answer.
Eventually resulted in your being here in the hospital.
That's difficult to answer.
this the end? There's a noise inside my head of crying people facing death. Is this the end? Is this the end? Oh, I'm burning in the dystopia. There's no place to hide. I'm burning in the dystopia. This is the final genocide. What have we done to the world? What have we done to the world? I'm burning in the dystopia. There's no place to hide. I'm burning in the dystopia. This is the final sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to get used by you. Some of them want to use you. Some of them want to be out you.
Won't anybody help us? What are we running for? When there's nowhere we can run to anymore. Can't afford to be innocent. Stand up and face the enemy. It's a do or die situation. We will be invincible. And with the power of conviction, there is no sacrifice. It's a do or die situation. We will be invincible.
Who the fuck is Karlyn? She's just some sweet lady. She's like in a knitting. She does like a knitting stream. She's like a knitting YouTuber. She does knitting.
Can we grow up a little bit and
Alt
not
Girl
be
sent $200.
retarded?
Have you
Please.
seen the work of Karlyn Borysenko? Anti-commie cult leader and is obsessed with looking at what actual far-left communists are talking about and organizing today, infiltrating them. They infiltrated the universities, schools, media. She has the receipts to back it up. Primary source evidence. Infestation is dire and she calls Republicans idiots eating slop. Agree.
Thank you for the big super chat. Yeah, oh, I know Karlyn B. She's solid. She's funny. I
The
like
great
her.
noticer sent 200.
Literally,
So
not
it's,
Ian.
it's not a because I haven't dangled my junk into the combat zone on purpose to get some camera footage. But that's the big part of what's the
Is
problem.
that what you call reporting?
Go
and live
under if
streaming?
you're going to do it.
Yeah,
go
seriously.
undercover. Otherwise, you're wearing a hunk of meat in a lion's den. Nick Shirley, I love you. Take care of yourself, man. Karlyn Borysenko went undercover. Do stuff like that. Like if you want to expose this thing, don't pariah.
But
Please.
Ian, here's and I agree with you to an extent.
All right, I'm back. I've calmed down slightly from the Antifa meeting earlier, which, listen, I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed. I'm not surprised that Trump has no idea what's going on with Antifa. I'm not surprised that no one in the Trump administration has any idea what's going on with Antifa. I'm not surprised that the influencers who claim to be experts can't seem to tell the difference between the Democratic Socialists of America and Antifa. I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed. I'm not surprised. I'm just disappointed. And I've been chatting with a whole bunch of people in the hours since I screamed at my computer for 3 hours during the Antifa meeting. I've been chatting with a bunch of people in the DMs. Now, listen. Not everyone is in a position like I am. I am in a very blessed position that I have worked for years to get to, where I am completely independently funded. What that means is I don't work for any organization. I work for you guys. I work for the people who pay an $8 a month a subscription on my Substack. I work for people who sent me super chats. I work for people who provide me with mutual aid. That's right, Horseland. I work for the people who provide me with mutual aid. I don't work for any political organization. I have no desire to be a conservative influencer. And believe it or not, I don't actually care about getting invited to the White House because I kind of just, I accepted a long time ago that no matter what I did, I wasn't never going to get invited to the White House because I don't support Israel, blah, 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 whatever. So, but not everyone is in my position. Not everyone is in my position. Some people don't have the funding I have. I'm in a very lucky position among activists on the internet. It is extremely difficult to truly be an independent journalist. It is extremely difficult. That's why there were no independent journalists today at the White House. Everyone knows that, right? Every single person that was invited to the White House today either works for the Post-Millennial or they work for Turning Point USA. They're not independent journalists. They may say they're independent journalists because they're not on Fox News, they're not part of the mainstream media, but they are not independent journalists. They have an organization that pays for all their expenses. They have an organization that takes care of everything. I don't have that. I am a one-woman show, okay? If I'm going somewhere, I'm paying my own travel expenses. If I need a new computer, I have to buy that. I don't have a company to buy that for me. So the people that were there today are not independent journalists. I am. It is extremely hard to do this. And not everyone that does this is in the position I am. I'm telling you this so that you understand that I had a lot of behind the scenes conversations in between when I when we went offline from the Antifa meeting and now. And a lot of people said things to me privately that they can't say publicly, which is effectively Trump doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Trump doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. There is not a single person that I trust that I've spoken to in the last couple hours behind the scenes. People that actually do know Antifa. There's not a single person that thinks that meeting today was good. In fact, for a lot of people, they're pretty pissed. A lot of people who have, oh, I'm losing you? I'm losing you. Oh no, I'm losing you? Oh wow, I just banned you. Oh no. Oh no, that ban button, it just slipped. It slipped. There's not a single person that I've talked to that I actually trust on the topic of the far left that thinks today was good. Not a single one. Not a single one. And I know that many people that have watched my content for a while, we all get it. We all understand what's going on here. Trump is putting on a massive PR campaign where he is not at all interested in solving the Antifa problem. He is interested in doing a PR strategy in order to make people believe that he's doing something that he's not really doing because he has political masters to please, and those political masters are in Israel. That's what we're talking about. The people that Trump is going after on the left have nothing to do with Antifa. They have to do with Israel. Israel does not like them. Many of the organizations that Trump's going to go after, based on that report they were talking about in the Antifa meeting today, they're anti-Israel organizations. They're pro-Palestine organizations. They're anti-Zionist organizations. They're BDS organizations. They're not Antifa. They're not Antifa at all. And so Trump is again doing the bidding of his masters. Oh, I am, huh? Oh, I'm a liar? Oh, no. Oh, no, you're banned. Oh, no. Oh, no. So Trump is doing the bidding of his political masters, and as a result, we will be stuck with Antifa for the foreseeable future. I do not expect Trump to make any mass arrests when it comes to Antifa. I don't expect Trump to stop the violence when it comes to Antifa. They literally think, did anyone catch this in the hearing? Kristi Noem. I was confused earlier. I thought it was Kash Patel. It wasn't Kash Patel. It was Kristi Noem. Kristi Noem, the Secretary of Homeland Security, believes that Chandler in Portland is the founder of Antifa. Now, one in the chat if you know who Chandler is. One in the chat if you know who Chandler is. Two in the chat if you do not know who Chandler is. We're talking about Chandler in Portland. I just want to get a sense. I'm pathetic. Oh no, you're banned. Oh no. Yeah, a lot of you know who Chandler is. Kristi Noem today in the Antifa meeting announced that they had arrested Chandler's girlfriend, which is true. I knew about that already. But she said we arrested the girlfriend of the founder of Antifa. Kristi Noem believes that Chandler is the founder of Antifa. This is the problem that we are dealing with. Not just the leader, by the way. Kristi Noem didn't just say Chandler was the leader, which he's not either, but Kristi Noem didn't just say Chandler was the leader. Kristi Noem said Chandler was the founder of Antifa. Chandler is the CEO of Antifa. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Trump White House. And if you don't know who Chandler is and you're very confused by this, I just don't even know what to say. I just don't. So what do I think happens next? Nothing changes. Nothing is going to change. Absolutely nothing is going to change. So we're going to do what we have been doing and what we will be doing for the foreseeable future. We're going to watch riot coverage. We're going to watch riot coverage and protest coverage. And that is what we're going to do. And I heard that Tommy was live, which is good. Where is Tommy live at? Because he wasn't live when I went live just now. Let me get up Tommy's YouTube channel. Is he live on YouTube or is he live on Twitter? I don't see Tommy live on YouTube. Is Tommy live on Twitter? He's on X. Okay, we'll get Tommy's Twitter up. Oh, yeah, there he is. Got him. Oh, man. So, guys, we'll do a little check-in with Tommy in Portland. There was also a protest today in Chicago, and we will be tuning into that. We will get all the different screens going. We will settle in for a night of riot coverage because God knows this shit ain't stopping anytime in the foreseeable future. Let me show you what I got on my screen here. And if you guys find any other live streams, then please let me know about them. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of people streaming right now. But no, I don't wish I was there. No. I don't wish I was there at all. I'm actually thrilled that I wasn't there. The reason I'm thrilled that I wasn't there is I would have had a full-on meltdown in the middle of that meeting. I would have started screaming and shouting and yelling at Trump and possibly throwing something at him every time he says that Antifa were paid protesters. I am thrilled that I was not there. Yeah, Andy was showing Chicago earlier. So here's what we got on the screen, guys. We got Tommy here. it might be a little bit light right now. We might have to go back and do some earlier coverage. We got Tommy here. We've got some options. Now, Chicago had a big protest today. BG on the Scenes was at the Chicago protest, and so we can watch the Chicago protest footage from there. I don't see a live feed from Chicago, but we can watch the protest footage and find out what happened today. We can also look at Portland Andy's coverage. We can look at Status Quo News coverage. There was a bunch of different coverage from the protest in Chicago today that I kind of want to. I know it's not live, but I kind of want to go back and see what happened because yeah, it'll be live for me. It'll be new for me. It'll be new for many people here. So we might do that. Also, though, I want to just put this out there. Well, let me see what you guys want to do. I'm going to put a poll in the chat and we're going to take a vote. I'm going to see what you guys want to do, okay? Hang on. Which do you want? Earlier today in Chicago or Glenn Beck? Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a choice. There's nothing really going on in Portland yet. We, of course, will have Tommy's feed up on the screen so we can see what's going on in Portland. We can, monitor. But because Portland is quiet so far, we need to kind of wait for things to kick off in Portland. And so what I want to do in the meantime is I want to do one of two things. We can either, option one, watch footage from Chicago earlier in the day, or we can watch Glenn Beck's breakdown on Antifa. These are the options. Because if you guys want to hear me yell more about how Republicans and conservatives don't know anything about Antifa, then Glenn Beck is going to be the answer. If we don't do it today, we'll do it tomorrow. So we can either watch Glenn Beck's expose on Antifa and criticize him rightfully when he gets shit wrong, or we can watch protest coverage from Chicago earlier in the day. And I'm going to put a poll in the chat, and you guys are going to decide, and it's going to be whichever you want. We can either do earlier Chicago footage or Glenn Beck while we're waiting for Portland to pop off. As it inevitably will, because there is no universe in which Kristi Noem fixed Portland yesterday. Kristi Noem can talk about arresting Chandler's girlfriend all she wants, but there is no universe in which Kristi Noem fixed Portland yesterday. So we'll have to see there. But you guys will decide. We are going to be obviously monitoring Portland. But while we are waiting for stuff to happen, let me know what you want to do. Do you want to watch Glenn Beck or do you want to watch Chicago coverage from earlier in the day? Chicago had a lot of chanting. Well, it's always good to see what's going on at protests. If for no other reason, the reason that you watch protests really is to know when conservative con artists are bullshitting you. Because conservatives lie about protests all the time. They lie about the organizations of the protests all the time. It's like just paying attention to protest coverage is just like the easiest way to do that. Okay, last chance to get a vote in. If you haven't voted now, there's a lot of people in the chat who haven't voted yet. So if you haven't voted now, last chance to get a vote in. If you feel strongly about this, we will have Portland coverage on the screen via Tommy. And then we will either be watching Glenn Beck or we will be watching what happened in Chicago today. Last chance. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Glenn Beck it is, guys. I'm actually surprised you guys chose Glenn Beck. All right, so while we are waiting for things to pop off in Portland, I'm going to get Tommy right above my head here when we get started. We're going to watch Glenn Beck doing an epic breakdown, I'm sure, on where Antifa's funding is coming from. And I'm sure this is going to be just a completely accurate assessment. I'm sure nothing could go wrong with this at all. I'm sure I won't yell at all in the watching of this video. And if anything happens in Portland or Chicago, quite frankly, while we're watching this video, we'll go right to that. And that is what we'll do tonight. All right. All right. You're just going to laugh the whole time? That's probably a good idea. That's a good idea. So let me pull up the Glenn Beck coverage and then we will get Tommy on the live feed above my head. And it looks like he's just kind of standing around on a sidewalk right now, which is fine, of course. Oh, is he even still live? Is he even still live? He is still live. Okay, hang on, guys. I just got to set up my sound real quick. Hope you guys are all having a good day. We are going to settle in for a night of pro coverage and Karlyn doing drugs on the internet and crying intermittently. and it's going to be really great. And we're all going to be, we're all going to have a good cry together, I think, before the end of the night. And it's going to be a group bonding activity. Well, or we might laugh to keep from crying. That could be, I'm not drinking tonight, but I have had a lot of weed already today. So, and I'm surprisingly not as calm as I really should be given the amount that I've smoked already today. It was the meeting. It was the meeting that did it. It's not my fault. It was the meeting that did it. Let me just grab some super chats before we get started. If it was serious, he would have invoked the Insurrection Act. He keeps putzing around. Yeah, that's exactly right. If Antifa was actually a terrorist organization in the eyes of the White House, they already would have invoked the Insurrection Act. Trump, get that Brandy and Katie. They look like Ivanka, only younger. And get that Hernandez. We need the last name for PR. Exactly. Now, I like Katie Davis Court. I think Katie Davis Court did a real good job. Why do I do this to myself? It's a good question. That's a good question. I think it's going to require some soul searching on my part to really kind of think about why I put myself through this torture. Obviously, I have a masochistic streak. Obviously, I like inflicting pain upon myself for some reason that I haven't quite figured out yet. This probably goes back to deep-seated trauma from my childhood, in which my parents really fucked me up at some point. Let's just be honest. All of our parents fuck us up to a certain extent, but my parents fucked me up in a way where I now torture myself by watching socialism on the internet and yelling at Republicans who don't understand what they're talking about. But I mean, there are worse ways to make a living, I suppose. It's so much harder to watch the conservative narrative, Karlyn. You ruined me. Thank you. Yes, it is. Yeah. I'm actually terrified to watch this Glenn Beck video, if I'm honest, because I feel like I'm going to be really mad. And I don't want to hate Glenn Beck. I don't want to hate Glenn Beck. I legitimately don't. I don't want to hate this man. But I think I probably will, because you know how vital this work is. Thank you, Lauren. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to tune into Glenn Beck. We'll get Tommy on the screen as well, and we will just have a good old night of it. Let's get this party started, guys. Lord help us. Lord help us.
Hello, America.
Hello, Glenn.
Hello, America. Sometimes those words, if you're living in some cities in America, I bet it sounds a little alien to you, because it might feel a little more like you're currently behind enemy lines if you're living in places like Portland or Chicago. Does it feel like America in some of our places in our country, some cities in our country, or does it seem more like the People's Republic of? Then you just insert the random city name, the People's Republic of Portland. It's about to be the People's Republic of New York. Later in the show, I'm going to talk to Nick Sorter, who has a firsthand account of the insanity that is currently going down in Portland, Oregon. And I want you to watch when, at some point in the interview, I was talking to him. I did the interview earlier, and
there we got Tommy on the screen up there.
Goes behind him, and it's a great distance behind him, and his whole body changes. You can tell he no longer views the police. He's a supporter of the police, no longer views the police as an ally, having his back.
Hang on, I got a super chat from Carrie. Today, someone mentioned your name to Matt at Speak the Truth, and he said he would want to speak to you, but he's too busy on the ground right now to make the effort to try and contact you. Okay, I'm glad I got a chance to talk about this. Okay, so I did see this. Someone had already told me about this. I did see this, but here is my concern, okay? And I want to be very clear. I don't have anything against Matt from Speak the Truth. I have nothing against him. I don't know anything about him. Hey, thanks, Horseland, for becoming a member of the channel. I really appreciate it. So someone today on his live stream asked if he would talk to me. I personally do not have anything against him. I don't really know anything about him. He seems like a nice enough guy. I'm not trying to shit talk him. What I'm about to say is not personal at all, but I just want to make sure I understand, I explain my reasoning clearly to you guys about why I'm apprehensive to reach out to him. The reason is that I've been doing this for a long time, and I have consistently found that when I talk to people who are influencers or content creators, and those people don't seek me out, and they're unfamiliar with my work, it tends to go horribly wrong. where they think they understand what I'm doing, but they don't really understand it. They don't listen to what I have to say. They're not really interested in learning the language. And it's just like, I just had so many of these interviews where people are like, reach out to this person. And that person has never really heard of me. And that person has no conception of the work I do. And they haven't bothered to look at it. And they don't bother to do research. And they ask really dumb questions. And they get so much shit wrong that I just end up getting frustrated. And they don't let me show any clips. And they aren't actually really interested in a real conversation. And I'm not suggesting that I know that this is true of Matt. I don't know. I don't know him. But what I will say is, on the clip that I saw where he said he would talk to me, he had no idea who I am. Now that's fine. I'm not the most famous person on the internet. I'm not trying to complain about him not knowing who I am. A lot of people don't know who I am. But what I'm not going to do is chase after someone and reach out to someone to beg them for an interview when they don't know who I am. Because I've just found consistently that if someone is just completely unfamiliar with me and completely unfamiliar with my work, the interview never goes well. It never goes well. The conversation never goes well. So while I understand that he's very busy, I am not in a position where I need to chase after anyone to get an interview right now. If people want to interview me because they're genuinely interested in my work and they want to have a conversation, like Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith was awesome. Harrison Smith was actually interested in my work. He watched my work. He knew what I was talking about. He asked great questions. He was interested in the back and forth with me specifically because he was impressed with what I was doing. That is the type of interview that I want. The type of interview that I do not want is where I have to drag someone kicking and screaming because they don't know anything about what I do and they haven't looked into it at all. And I just have a sneaking suspicion that if I chase after this speak the truth guy, that's what it would be. I just have a really good instinct about this where I don't think it would go well. And so what I will say is, if Matt from Speak the Truth wants to take a look, and I'm busy too, to be quite frank, he is not the only person that's busy in the world. I'm running a nonprofit. I'm also doing all this streaming. I also have my own for-profit business that I run. Like, I have books I need to write. I am fucking busy too, okay? He is not the only person in the world that's busy. So if Matt from Speak the Truth ever wants to check out my work and ever finds the time when things slow down to reach out to me to have a conversation, I will totally do it. And I'm sure it would be a lovely conversation. But I'm not going to chase after him when he doesn't know who I am, okay? So that is my logic. I'm not trying to make anyone mad. I'm not trying to shit talk him. I'm not doing any of those things. I'm just saying, looks like Tommy froze or something. We'll have to get him back. I'm just saying that I'm not going to reach out to him. So if it's ever going to happen, it's going to be because he has some sort of interest in my work, and he'll let me know if that's the case. And maybe then we'll have a chat. So that's my position on that. I do appreciate the super chat. Sorry for the long-winded explanation, but that's just where I'm standing on it. Is there a chart that shows the different leftist and communist groups and shows how they're connected? No, because we're working on creating that, and that is actually a giant project that is going to take years to create. There's not one or two communist groups, guys. There are thousands. Thousands. So we're not talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're not talking about a number of groups that we can count on 2 hands or even 2 toes. We are talking about thousands of groups that need to be analyzed, that need to be cataloged, that we need to be thoughtful about how we do it. So no, that does not exist now. Hopefully it will exist at some point, but it sure as hell doesn't exist right now. Okay? What the fuck? Excuse me? Okay, you're getting banned because I don't think you speak English. Okay. Let's keep going. Oh.
Back. We're living in a different time. Nick was wrongfully accused by the Portland Police Department, and charges against him have all been dismissed. He's suing the Portland Police, and I think he should. He was there to document how the police handled Antifa attacks against federal officers. And in doing so, as they're going after him, he is just trying to just be cool, not get into a fight. And he's the one arrested, not Antifa. It's interesting. Nick's been invited to the White House today, along with people like Andy Ngo, to talk about their experiences with Antifa in places like Portland. My conversation with him in just a few minutes. Now, there are two very painful reality checks that need to happen right now. The first one goes for the radical left, and it goes as follows. Donald Trump won the election last November, but it wasn't just any election. It was a historic landslide that showed an unprecedented shift towards the right. There was a clear mandate given for President Trump's agenda, and at the top of the list was fixing the broken border and deporting illegals. Right beside this was restoring law and order. Now, I'm sorry for this reality check, but it couldn't be more clear. But here is the
Pop quiz for the chat. Why does Glenn Beck's reality check not mean anything to the far left? Glenn Beck wants to go, listen here, Antifa. Trump won the election. What the hell is your problem? Why is Glenn Beck's reality check why doesn't it mean anything? What do you guys think? Why doesn't Glenn Beck's little reality check mean anything? Yeah, the far left doesn't give a flying fuck about elections. The far left doesn't believe we live in a truly democratic system because they believe the only form of democracy that exists is socialism. They don't believe in elections. They don't acknowledge the validity of your elections. They're trying to overthrow the government, saying, listen here, Antifa, we won an election doesn't really fucking matter because Antifa and the far left are not seeking power through elections. Yeah, like Glenn Beck just said, Antifa, did you know that you are dumb? Antifa wants to overthrow the government. They don't care about elections. They don't want to participate in elections. They don't acknowledge the validity of elections. They don't give a flying fuck what happened in the elections. They didn't vote for Kamala Harris. They don't vote for Democrats. They don't like Democrats. They don't support Democrats. They don't give a... It's like telling a woman to calm down. That's, probably the best answer. Probably the best answer. It's like Glenn Beck saying, listen here, Antifa, we won the election, is like telling a woman to calm down. Well done. Well done. Yeah. Not a Panda over on Rumble. Just got a what if the shoe was on the other foot? Few more and I'll have conservative bingo on my card. Awesome. Oh, Tommy's back live. Okay. There we go. I heard Tommy assisted with an arrest or something. So we've got Tommy right above me.
second reality check. And it's for anybody like me or you that might have voted for this historic mandate. The left is so clearly willing to do whatever it takes to ensure the will of the American voters never actually happens. It is stunning.
How long has Glenn Beck been covering the left? How many decades has Glenn Beck been covering the left? Guys, I just don't think that the left cares about enforcing the will of the American people. How long has Glenn Beck been covering the left? At least 20 years? Maybe even 30 years? How many books has Glenn Beck written about communism? How many millions of dollars has Glenn Beck made writing books about the left? Like millions and millions and millions of dollars. In all the time that Glenn Beck has been talking about the left and doing activism against the left and writing books about the left and doing several hours a day of content, mostly discussing the left, he never figured out that the far left doesn't acknowledge the validity of elections. Great.
And that includes violence, real bloodshed in the streets. For the people trapped behind the lines within the People's Republic of Portland, it means you have been forced to endure over 100 straight nights of Antifa, the thugs, running your entire city. And
I think that's a really good point. The people, I'm sorry I'm pausing so much, but I have a lot to say. I think it's a really good point that the people of Portland have had to endure 100 nights of bullshit from Antifa protesting outside of this ICE facility. Here's the question I have. Why did it take Nick Sorter getting arrested for the Trump administration to actually care about this problem? This problem was going on for 3 months before the Trump administration did anything about it. It took an influencer with a lot of followers on Twitter getting arrested for the White House to pretend to care about this problem. Why didn't they care about it in the first 100 days that it was going on? Trump has declared Antifa a terrorist organization 2 weeks ago. Has there been any mass arrest of Antifa? We know who Antifa are. We watch them on video every night. We know what Antifa looks like. We know what Antifa's doing. Antifa is protesting outside of these damn ICE facilities every fucking night. Why have there been no mass arrests of Antifa? Why does Antifa get arrested and then get out of jail 2 hours later? I thought they were a terrorist organization. Why is ICE literally arresting people and then releasing them a couple hours later with no charges? I thought they were a terrorist organization. Are they a terrorist organization or are they not a terrorist organization? Why the fuck are you letting terrorists go?
Really mean running it. You watch as federal officers exit their buildings every night and proceed to get attacked by everybody who is, I think, clinically insane, some of them violent anarchists and leftists. Instead of the evening, smell and sounds of a great, vibrant city, you smell tear gas and hear explosions. And this is just one city, and it's not the only one. In the People's Republic of Chicago, things are about to get much worse than even Portland. I mean, just saying that seems hard to believe. How could it get worse than Portland? Well, in Chicago, federal agents are stalked, chased down, and ambushed. And on top of that, the local police there are being held back. They were denied the ability to respond when federal agents called for help. Get into this here in a little bit, but I mean, could you make it more obvious what they're doing? Could you make it any more obvious that they are declaring war on the American voters? And
I mean, they've been actually pretty clear that they've been trying to overthrow the government for years and years and years and years and years. I literally have videos from Antifa and the far left going back years where they're talking about overthrowing the federal government. And you geniuses just figured this out. By the way, Glenn Beck has some of those videos in his DMs on Twitter. Glenn Beck follows me on Twitter. I can DM him if I want to. And I have DM'd Glenn Beck many times with videos from the far left talking about overthrowing the government. And Glenn Beck has never covered it once. Not one single time. And I can show receipts of DMs that go back years. What was I just going to do? Super chat. Sally, thank you. He should seriously send them to Gitmo at this point by the terrorist definition. Yes, he should. 100%. He could be sending active duty units. He needs to pull his balls out of the jar. Sally, that is 100% correct. Trump needs to remove his balls from whatever jar Melania has put them in, and he needs to start acting like a fucking man and mass arresting Antifa and shipping them off to Gitmo or Alcatraz or any other fucking island where they can't escape.
And on the United States of America, our federal government. As it turns out, yeah, they can. Here's the mayor of Chicago on Monday.
And today we are signing an executive order aimed at reining in this out-of-control administration. The order establishes ICE-free zones. That means that city property and unwilling private businesses will no longer serve as staging grounds
Susie, you know what?
for these raids.
You're right. You're right. It's not Melania that has Trump's balls in a jar. It's Susie Wiles that has Trump's balls in a jar. That is exactly correct, Egyptian princess.
Just curious, what do you call it when an elected official issues orders in direct defiance of the U.S. government? I mean, I think some could call it an insurrection, at the least. But it is a bit bigger than a, whoops, my bad moment. This is a violation of the supremacy clause of the Constitution. You want to talk about the Constitution and our republic is under attack. Here it is. The authority of the United States shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound.
Well, I think this is a really good question. Why wasn't Valley Ray invited? Why wasn't Portland Andy invited? Why wasn't Honey Badger Mom invited? Why were all the locals in Portland who have been covering this for years, why were none of them invited to the White House? I'm going to tell you the answer to that. Because Valley Ray doesn't work for the Post-Millennial or Turning Point USA. Portland Andy doesn't work for the Post-Millennial or Turning Point USA. Honey Badger Mom doesn't work for the Post-Millennial or Turning Point USA. The only people who were invited to the White House work with the Post-Millennial and Turning Point USA. It is about being part of the approved organizations. There were no independent journalists at that White House. Every single one of them works for either Turning Point USA or the Post-Millennial. Full stop. That's why they weren't invited. Because, and by the way, Valley doesn't fit the brand that the Republicans want to have. Portland Andy doesn't fit the brand that the Republicans want to have. Honey Badger Mom doesn't fit the brand that the Republicans want to have. That's why, because they're real human beings. Guys, like I was in the conservative bullshit media like scene for like a year of my life. I was used by these people for a year. I know how they think. They don't like normal people. They look down on normal people. They need people to have the proper conservative image and the proper conservative haircut. And for women, the proper conservative push-up bra and the proper suit. Not with the pants. We don't wear pantsuits. You got to wear a skirt. You got to wear a skirt. You can have no tattoos. You have to have your hair cut in a certain way. For men, they need you to look a little bit more buttoned up. Valley's not going to pass the test for looking too buttoned up. I don't think Portland Andy is going to either. And so even though they're independent journalists in Portland who are local, who have been covering this issue for years, none of them fit into the PR mold that the White House wants them to fit into. And ergo, therefore, their input and advice will never be sought. Because it is not about solving the problem. The only thing that it is about is a PR campaign. That's it. And it sucks. And it's really not fair. And that's the same reason why I will never be invited. It's the same reason why no independent journalist will ever be invited. Because it's harder to control people like us than it is to control people who work for Turning Point USA and who work for the Post-Millennial. And that's just the way it is. And again, I personally like Katie Davis Court. I think that Katie Davis Court was the shining star of that entire meeting. I'm not trying to shit talk Katie Davis Court. I also like Jonathan Cho. I like his on the ground coverage. I think Jonathan's analysis sucks. I don't think Jonathan understands the far left, but I think his on the ground coverage is very, very, very good. And I think he's a cool guy. I don't hate anyone. Like, I don't hate the people that were in that meeting today. It's not an issue of that. There are some people that were in that meeting today that I like very much. But those people work for the Post-Millennial and Turning Point USA, and they fit into the overall brand. Oh, it's called professionalism. It's called professionalism. It's called getting banned off my channel. Imagine caring about image and brand when Antifa is fucking up this country. Imagine saying, maybe you have the greatest information on Antifa in the world, but I'm sorry, it's just not professional for you to not look like we want you to look. You would rather let Antifa win than talk to someone who doesn't fit the conservative PR brand? Okay, you can get the fuck off my channel. Rumble rant from Not a Panda. Is it a cope to think they're letting the situation accelerate so the public demands a solution as part of the plan? Should we start shopping at Hugo Boss? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe.
Thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. Has the mayor of Chicago or Portland heard this little part of the Constitution? Do they care? Or is it now they just don't care anymore? They fully embrace the attitudes of their little street thugs and soldiers where it is by any means necessary. And the political violence now endorsed as a legitimate means of resistance. In the People's Republic of Portland, it's not just federal officers that are in danger, but also journalists who are trying to report on what's happening.
Appreciate it.
Katie Davis Court, she's a reporter for the Post-Millennial. She was given a black eye after being smacked in her face by an Antifa-affiliated thug. Now, according to Katie, the Portland police didn't do anything in response. Quote, I immediately ran to a Portland police officer, hunted down the suspect, chased her through the streets, and said, this is my assault suspect. Can you guys finally do anything? Portland police refused to come in and make an arrest. What? Why are the police holding back when it comes to any moves at all against groups like Antifa? I mean, why are they being held back? And who's holding them back? Is it the cops? Is it somebody hired? Are they scared? Are they in on it? Whatever the answer is, this is clearly a trend. I showed you this from Chicago, but I want to put it back up on the screen. This is the readout of the Chicago Police Dispatch. The call came through from ICE asking for help at 12:28 p.m. Now, I want you to put yourself in the position, you're an ICE
Ocean
officer,
Plot on Twitter
okay?
is streaming.
And
Okay,
you are
thank
there
you.
in the
I'll get that
field.
pulled up.
Imagine the nature of this call. And you are now surrounded by people who literally want to kill you. Federal officers, quote, surrounded by a large crowd of people.
Hang on, I got another super chat. Shut up, Glenn. Super chat's more important than what Glenn's saying right now. Young conservatives don't even look like that anymore. Many of us are OIF and OEF vets with beards and covered in tats. Yeah, I know that, and you know that, but the Republican Party hasn't figured that out yet, Sally. I appreciate that, though.
This involved multiple vehicles ramming into the cars of the federal officers. There was an armed woman. Shots were fired. Imagine this call at 12:28 p.m. We're surrounded. We need help. Send backup. Now look up at the timestamp for what followed. 12:34. That is 6 minutes later. Now, I've never been in combat, but I imagine if I asked anyone in...
Where will we be in 5 years? What an interesting question. What an interesting question. So I firmly believe that the radical revolutionary far left, sorry, I'm trying to get another feed up while I'm talking. I firmly believe that the radical revolutionary far left is going to try to overthrow the federal government in about 10 to 15 years. I don't think they'll be there by the time it's 5 years. But I think that things are just going to get worse. And I think the left is building up. What the left is doing is the left is building up for a mass general strike in 2028. They basically want all the unions to go on strike at exactly the same time. And so that's what they're working towards. And they're trying to get as many unions established in workplaces as possible. The Republicans predictably are doing nothing about this. They don't even talk about this. And so I think it's really the mass general strike that's going to fuck us over. Now, Antifa is always going to be a problem, and people really need to understand that. The reason I harp so much on defining Antifa and making sure you're targeting the right group is that if Antifa is not arrested, if they are not gotten off the streets, if they are not put in a place where they can't cause problems, then they are going to continue to plot and enact violence and enact chaos and do shit like this in perpetuity. There is absolutely nothing that Trump can do to stop them other than arresting them and putting them in fucking jail. That's it. There is one thing that's going to stop Antifa: mass arrests and putting them in fucking jail and not letting them out again. Because the minute that Antifa gets out of jail, because you got to remember, Antifa is a far left cult. They are not going to be deprogrammed just because Glenn Beck says, hey, whippersnapper, do you know that we won the election? That's not going to deprogram Antifa. We have to take them out of society and put them somewhere where they can't cause more damage. So if Trump is not willing to do mass arrests, then Antifa is still going to be out on the street, and they're still going to be organizing, and they're still going to be causing problems. They're still going to be doing all this, that, and the other thing. And that's always going to be a constant pain in the ass. But I really think the thing that's going to fuck us over is the mass general strike, where they're going to try to cripple the economy. P.S. By the way, the mass general strike is going to be at the very end of Trump's presidential term, in the months leading up to the election. Do you think, I don't know, do you think that if the left is holding a mass general strike when there is a presidential campaign going on, do you think that might, I don't know, maybe impact that presidential campaign? I'm just saying. Hey, listen, guys, I gotta make a phone call. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on Tommy for protest coverage, okay? I'm gonna put on Tommy for protest coverage, and I'm gonna let that play. And so you guys can watch Tommy and see what's going on there. And I'm gonna take this phone call, okay?
All right.
So we're gonna put on Tommy,
Dun, 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 dun.
and I'll be
He
back.
swam to Ross Island, you guys. That's hella impressive, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't even hate on him for swimming all the way across the water like that. Like, that just baffles me. Bop, bop, bop. Bop, bop, bop. America, baby. This is not your block. This is America's block. He don't own shit. Probably don't even own those Adidas. How many SSRIs are you on again? SSRI guy. Look, this is what they do. They sit in front of H&R Block, get drunk, smoke dope. I smoke weed too. That's not dope. Weed's not dope, bro. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about meth mouth. I know. I'm surprised I'm even able to stream. I didn't think I had much data left. I got to get a new data plan to use just for streaming.
You got unlimited, man.
Yeah, I got unlimited, but I'm way past. I got T-Mobile. Yeah. They have those eSIMs you can buy for like just data.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that I would use just while I'm streaming, I think. I just got to figure out which. Love you too, Sooner. Girl, Lisa.
What's your on X? What's your username?
X as Tommy for Trump 420 with the 4.
I heard of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I've been out here. I'm national news. I'm going on JD Delay. He was streaming me, bro. He was pumping me up. He's gonna send me all kinds of merch, bro. I seen him last night. I was watching him this morning. He was live streaming Nick and them at the White House, and he was talking all about me, bro. It was amazing.
Like a year now.
Yeah, I've been following when he first started, when he was still small, you know. Yeah, before the wood chipper and all that shit, you know. Yep. Hey, he said if wood chipper tattoo, he'll pay for it. I'll take you up on that, JD. I will definitely get a wood chipper tattoo. I'll same place you did, but just a different version of it. Oh, no neck tattoos for Tommy. No neck tat. My mom's already mad that I got them on my arms. You know. Where's Matt? There he is. Yes, sir. Huh?
What happened?
Oh, dude knocked the phone out of my hand and got arrested.
Oh, he just came over and whacked your phone.
Fucking by, and I said I seen him the other night at the ICE facility. He's the one that was over the blue line and they kept shooting him. He was all drunk the other night. And I was like, hey, what's up? How you doing? He goes, fuck you. You support ICE. And I was like, why don't you support ICE? You don't love America? And he got all butt hurt and got in my face, talked about don't record me. And then when he walked up to my phone, he smacked it and went flying. And the cops were right there. They came and did their job instantly.
Why did you get banned from being next to the ICE facility?
I
got told you got told to stay like 200 yards away.
200 feet of pre-trial release stupid stuff.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
because you saw those charges, did you ever find that attorney?
I called Matt. I called him today and gave all my information. I'm just waiting for him to call me back.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, stay safe. I mean, I
Yeah.
appreciate it. You stayed within the eyesight of me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be here late tonight. I gotta go home.
That's right. You got a new job you have to look for, don't you? Why don't you tell everybody why you have to look for a new job?
Oh, because
why do you have to look for a new job, Tom?
they doxed my work. They were just trying to dox my address in my chat. They doxed me, and I have way too much respect for the owners. I've been there for a long time, and they're really good people. So I just had to quit before anything came to their, you know. Yeah, I just didn't want this to come to their place of business, basically.
Yeah, I know.
And they respected it. They understood. They know what I'm doing. But yeah, it's just what it is, you know. And now I get a chance to be out here even more, exposing them. So they fucked up, don't like me out here. But now that they doxed my shit, I'm gonna be out here twice as much. I'm gonna be out here every fucking day, even if I have to be 200 feet. Every freaking day, even if I have to be 200 feet away, you know, I'll still be out here with my hat and my shirt, supporting ICE and doing what I've been doing.
Well, hopefully those charges end up getting dropped.
Oh, they will. Yeah.
And you can roll up in your nice new car and stand outside. And thank Antifa for supporting
all this new change in my life. That's actually a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, just get a start.
Yeah. I love you, bro. Thank you.
You good? You guys
We're gonna walk around this way because they told us where we can go. I can go in between these two buildings on the other side, so I can get a little bit closer.
The building.
But
it's too much for you to walk that way, so you've got to go
It's too close. Yeah, so I have to go this way. Okay. I don't want to give them any excuse to document that I was too close.
Well, okay. In that case, we're gonna go that way around the other side. We'll meet you in between.
All right. I'll meet you over there.
Yeah. We'll meet you.
All right. See you in a minute. Oh shit.
I don't know if you noticed earlier, but like about maybe an hour or so ago when you were on that corner, you had more people in that corner than were at the ICE facility.
Yeah, people love me, bro. When I left my house today, I was taking off, and a car went by, and he was like, "Go get him, Tommy boy!" It was fucking awesome, bro. Oh man.
Care about this shit.
Yeah, people. This is serious. This is a turning point. People know that this is very real. All over the world. I get people from Australia, from the UK, from London, from all over DMing me, talking about you're doing the Lord's work, you're doing great, you're doing the best you can. It's pretty fucking dope.
And it really inspires people. Like I've never been to things before. Like in this, honestly, work like yours inspired me to come out here, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you for being out here.
You got to keep doing this.
Oh yeah, I'm not stopping.
All right, I'm back.
Not stopping.
I'm back. What's going on with Tommy?
They don't understand.
Sorry, I had to take a phone call, guys.
Yeah, I shut it down last night after they jumped on me. Everybody ended up being gone.
I had to take a phone call because even though the Trump administration will never listen to me, other people actually do. As it turns out, sometimes other people actually do. All right, what do we have going here? We've got Portland going, Tommy's going. Who else is going in Portland? We also got this Ocean Plot guy that's also streaming live. He looks like he's talking to people. Do you guys want to keep watching Tommy or you want to go back to Glenn Beck? Tommy is being wholesome. 1 in the chat if you want to keep watching Tommy. 2 in the chat if you want to go back to Glenn Beck. Let me know. I'm just going to eyeball it, and if it's close, I'll do another poll. Yeah, I got the call. I got a call from someone who actually is influential that wanted my advice about something. Wait, what was 1? What did I say? Was 1 to stay with Tommy or was 1 to go to Glenn Beck? I don't even know. I think it's the ones. I just don't remember if 1 was to stay with Tommy or to go to Glenn Beck. Tommy. Okay, we're staying with Tommy. All right, we'll stay with Tommy for a little while. Okay, thank you guys.
Oh, there's the flag burner.
Oh, Richard!
Trump comes and arrests you.
Richard!
I hope Trump comes and arrests you for burning flags. No, I'm harassing you guys. I was walking by.
Guys, we can watch the Glenn Beck thing tomorrow on stream if we don't watch it tonight. Don't worry about it. We'll do the Glenn Beck thing at some point.
You guys don't care about these neighbors. Yeah, we're here to get you guys out of here. Once you guys are gone, we're gone. Once you guys are gone, we're gone. I can't understand you.
Nick is streaming again? Okay.
All
right, I'll get him up.
Can you hold that for me? It's my hand's numb. Oh, they wanted the attention. They got it. They love when I got the camera on them. I don't think harassment means.
Okay, we're gonna put him up.
I don't think you know what that means. Like they're telling him this. I'm not harassing. I'm just exercising my right. You guys just make shit up, bro. That shit is hilarious, dude.
Now we got to speak the
You
truth
guys
there.
literally just make shit up off the top of your head. She said, "Oh shit, trans Tifa fascists, move away from the entrance. If not, you will receive the right hand of Tom." Yeah,
We are
those cops ain't gonna help you right now.
Hang on.
I'm just recording.
We are effed because we have a presidential administration that is pretending they're going after Antifa when they're actually not going after Antifa at all. And it seems very clear to everyone that I trust that actually understands the situation that that they have no interest in going after Antifa and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. And so we're pretty effed. Antifa's gonna win, we're gonna lose. Antifa W, Trump L. And so we're fucked. We're fucked. We're completely fucked. But you know what? We're gonna have entertainment because the reality TV show will never end as long as Antifa's
The vile
around, so.
ones talking about Charlie Kirk and all that, and like I can put up with a lot out here, but when they start saying stupid shit like that,
Trump
it
doesn't
makes
want to
me
fix
want
it.
to,
Exactly. They don't
almost
wanna
be
fix
worth
it.
it to
No
go
one
back to
wants to
jail.
fix the
But
problem. He could just arrest them.
I would have to
That could just happen.
restart the live and turn it sideways, but the chat still ends up sideways on my screen. I always have issues when I try to do horizontal mode, especially when I don't have a tripod to keep it still. Hey, what happened to you guys' tents?
Exactly. We'll have entertainment. It's all that matters.
Is it true that you taught Chuck Norris some moves? Just a little bit, just a little right hook. Every time Trump plays YMCA, he is trolling the deep state. That's awesome. I fucking love Trump, dude. Look at Ocean. He's over there doing it. I bet you if I went over there, they would fucking freak. They would fucking freak. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. And did you guys know you can make moderators on X? I didn't know it until today, and it's pretty awesome. I'm starting to figure stuff out because I got people helping me.
Oh.
Yeah, I was watching the live stream on JD Delay
Socialists
this morning
always
when
lie.
they were doing the White House stuff. It was pretty amazing. It was pretty amazing. I'm
Tommy
so
doesn't
proud.
know.
Trump is gonna end this shit.
No, he's not. No one tell Tommy
Trump is
he's
gonna get
not.
this shit done with.
Listen.
And then
no one tell Tommy that there is no universe in which Trump is going to end this. Let's allow Tommy to live in the fantasy land where Trump is based and he'll actually do anything about this. It's okay to have dreams. We don't need to be a crusher of dreams. Tommy's going to be out there regardless. He doesn't need to know that Trump is never going to fix this. Slowly, as this goes on, month after month after month, and Tommy's like, hey, Trump, I thought we were going to fix this. Slowly, it's going to dawn on Tommy at some point that Trump is not going to fix this. But for the moment, let him be happy. This is like letting kids believe in Santa Claus. It's okay to let kids believe in Santa Claus. Let them have the dream for this moment. Let them live in a world. We don't want to crush his spirit. We need Tommy to be enthusiastic. He's going to be more entertaining for us if he's enthusiastic. And so let Tommy have hope, okay? No one tell him. I don't have the heart.
Man, you guys, I am absolutely burnt out. I'm so fucking tired. Like I fell asleep at 4 o'clock and woke up again at 5:30, and I was so tired. But honestly, as soon as I get here, it's like I'm rejuvenated. It's crazy.
Look at this. We took over their fucking territory.
Yeah. This is where that bitch stood in front of me.
Look at that same fucking Audi right here.
Yeah.
No, guys. No. You guys got to stop
Is the
doing this.
stream doing?
You got to stop doing this. You got to stop making excuses for Trump. You really need to. Like, I hear this from conservatives all the time. They're like, Karlyn, do you really think that Trump is going to give away all his plans? Guys, the White House and the President of the United States, with several senior advisors, don't hold public meetings to purposefully spread misinformation to the American people. That would be a little thing called treason. It would be treasonous for Trump to hold a national meeting with all of his security advisors feeding misinformation to the American people, guys. What if Joe Biden did that? Can we just talk about, you guys want to do this what if game? Okay, let's do it. What if Joe Biden held a meeting with his senior advisors where he fed misinformation to the American people? Do you think that would be okay? I don't think that would be okay. And I sure should think it's not okay if Trump does it. So no, I don't think this was a secret strategy in order to trick people. I think that they're actually just stupid.
Let's get Starlink.
Yeah, I need Starlink, you guys. I'll be out here streaming constant.
What the fuck, Elon?
Elon, come on. Yeah, I got this picture. He says he's not gonna let me be alone out here. They're not gonna sneak up on me again. Cellular, there you go. They want to do it to me. These people are something else. Oh, somebody ordered me the DeWalt air horn on my Amazon list. I'm just waiting for it to show up. And I guarantee they can hear that motherfucker from here. I can't be a sheriff. I have a criminal record. Oh, I would totally get a Trump phone. I want to get one of Elon's new phones when they come out. Satellite. What'd they say over there?
A lot.
A lot of nothing?
Sharing their politics.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all.
Taking a smoke break.
You're collecting your share of cans today from trash from around the city?
They're the same. There's no difference.
Sally.
I don't.
What Sally got to say. Many of the Christian conservatives put more faith in Trump than Jesus. So true. And they should realize that it is a borderline violation of the first commandment. Yep. I totally agree with you, Sally. Thank you for the super chat.
I think I'm going to go live at home on TikTok and just sit down and talk to you guys about what's been happening and just about anything you guys want to talk about. Would you guys be interested in something like that? Yeah, they are. I mean, and it's terrifying. I'm not so much worried about myself, but I have a wife,
Hey, Maria Callis, fan, thank you so much for the super chat. In the near term, I think Trump is slightly better than Harris, and whoever pulled Biden's strings and planned to keep pulling hers, but both are clearly incompetent at dealing with the threat from the far left. No illusions here. I mean, Trump might be, well, listen, here is the, let me do a counterpoint to this. And it's not that I like Kamala Harris. Obviously, I didn't vote for either Trump or Kamala Harris, but let me do a counterpoint. The far left will recruit more people under Trump than they would have under Harris. The far left will expand under Trump. I don't think that they would have under Harris. Now, Harris obviously would have also made many bad decisions that would have impacted a lot of people. So I'm not saying that I would have preferred Harris over Trump. I don't think that's true either. I think they both suck. But I'm just saying that under Trump, the far left is going to dramatically increase, whereas I think under Harris it would have been significantly more controlled, but maybe I'm wrong about that too. Who knows? They both suck though.
Own stuff like that because I have a history, you guys, so I got fists and I got a crazy ass German Shepherd dog that will anybody tries to come in our house with my dog in there and my dog will fuck somebody up. She's crazy. She's a crazy girl, Air horns are annoying as fuck, but I was pissing them fools off with it. That's for sure. You smoke? Yeah, let me light it. Yeah. Yeah, that's the burner right there. You know, they just use him for propaganda. He don't got a brain cell to rub together. You know, if he was
He's a
hanging
mentally
around
ill person. It's
different
sad.
types of people, if he was always hanging
Sad how
around
they
with
harass
kids
Richard.
and hearing good things about America instead of radical leftist Islam loving, just I don't even know where else to go with that. People, hateful people.
Pop quiz for my chat. Gail here says the Trump admin is taking the top players out. It's about who had control. Okay. Pop quiz for the chat. Why is that not going to stop Antifa? Let's take a moment to educate Gail here. Pop quiz for the chat. Why is this not going to happen? And why is this not going to solve the problem of Antifa? Does anyone know? There are no top players in Antifa. Antifa is a bottom-up organization. Antifa completely funds themselves. There is no big funding source. Antifa doesn't have leadership. It is a collective. Antifa is leaderless. There are no top players in Antifa. Naruto says, in a segment you watched Glenn Beck did, he uttered the name of the right-wing boogeyman, George Soros. I mean, I didn't see him yet, but who knows what might come on that one. Thank you. There is no one at the top of Antifa. Yeah, see, you guys get it. No one at the top of Antifa. No hierarchy. Completely flat organization. No leaders to take out. That's not going to work at all in any way. Antifa are the VC of the left. You do not break them with arrest. You need to undermine the state government and the politicals who are supporting them first. Thank you for the super. Let me. Okay. Antifa is not supported by state government and politicians. Antifa is a highly decentralized movement that does not work with the Democratic Party, that does not work with Act Blue, that does not have any major funding source. There is no politician supporting them. It doesn't matter if you say the Democrats implement their policies. Antifa would disagree with that. There are no state governments supporting them. That's not how this works. Even if Trump replaced the entire Portland PD tomorrow, even if Trump replaced the mayor of Portland tomorrow, even if Trump replaced the governor of Oregon tomorrow, even if he did all of those things at once at the same time, and it was a completely Trump-appointed PD, and it was a Trump-appointed mayor, and it was a Trump-appointed governor, it still would not stop Antifa. It would not stop Antifa at all in any way. And people really need to understand this. There is no amount of political change that is going to stop Antifa, guys, because Antifa wants to overthrow the government. You have got to unlearn these talking points. It's just not true. Portland Andy streaming? Okay, we'll get Portland Andy up. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. No centralized leadership, highly decentralized. That's exactly right. That is exactly right. Exactly right. Any more super chats come in? Antifa is the Borg. Donald, that is a great way to put it. Antifa is the Borg. I'm trying real hard not to yell. I'm finding my calm. Finding my calm. I am oming my calm. Let me get Portland Andy up.
I didn't turn the likes on so that it could save some data, so that it wasn't, lagging as much when you're spamming the likes. I think I love the comments though. I don't like doing the lives without comments. I like to interact with you guys.
Okay, Portland Andy's on his way there. I see him. I got him up. He's not there yet though.
Go ahead and call the cop by the name.
You bet.
The guy's calling that lady cop by her name.
Yeah.
Sherry.
Hey,
That's
thank you
crazy.
for the super chat. Let's see. Would you be opposed to martial law in hotspot cities? Nope. I would not be opposed to it at all. And a counterinsurgency campaign against Antifa? Nope. Would not be opposed to it at all. Sounds like a great idea. Sounds like a great idea. I honestly see no other option than a massive counterinsurgency. Is that what that means? Even that will not be enough potentially. Yep. Yeah, I agree with you, Sally. I think that's a really good and fair assessment. Thank you for the super chat.
I know. I know. I didn't say anything crazy. You know. I don't want to. I know. I know. I didn't say anything crazy. You know.
Uh-oh.
I don't want to.
Let's go over to Speak the Truth and see what's going on over here.
I want to wait to see what happens when they actually open up the gate this time.
Tommy's offline.
We'll be able to get a good response on like whatever it is they do, and then based on that, it's like, okay, this is going to be the op tempo for the night. Once we've established our off tempo, then we'll move around with life. You know what I mean? But right now, the op tempo is pretty chill, nothing crazy, so I'm good with it.
Yeah, we'll get Portland Andy up on the other screen.
Other than that, that's really annoying.
Oh,
wood chipper, I love it. Thank you, brother. Wood chipper for life, man. Always gonna be on that wood chipper crew. Incog Faraday says for trip expenses. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that. There is actually quite a bit. Believe it or
Andy's
not.
going over a
Racking them
bridge.
up by the day, but I think it's important. You know, there's not a lot of times I will. You guys know me. You guys have been following the channel for how long? Like, how many times have you actually seen my butt out of the studio? And I think that's actually something that is really important that we're going to continue to talk about.
Portland Andy up there. He's motoring. Look how fast he's going.
There's a lot of things going on. I've never been on a, you know, there's that, how do I want to say this? There's one thing for me to sit inside the studio, but over the last 2 months, we went to.
Let me see. Would you say that from a political standpoint, the appointment of non-leftist judges is at least somewhat important if and once arrests happen? I think the appointment of non-leftist judges is pretty critical because it's the leftist judges that keep putting like impediments in the way. So yeah, I think actually getting as many non-leftist judges appointed as possible would be pretty great, and I think that's a really good idea. Albert's Travel says, Borg is a great way to educate others on how they operate. I've been sharing the channel to all my friends. Thank you, Carl. And thanks you, Albert's Travels. I really do appreciate that. Thank you. Do you think Trump is controlled opposition? No, I don't. Well, I think that, I think that Trump is doing what Israel wants him to do. I think that Trump is doing exactly and precisely what Israel wants him to do. And that sucks for us because Israel doesn't care about Antifa at all. But I think Israel cares about the Party for Socialism and Liberation, which is what Trump is actually going after. And the Party for Socialism and Liberation is not Antifa, and Antifa hates the Party for Socialism and Liberation. So... hang on, we got another one first. Call them Black Bloc instead of Antifa. You know, Tam, I appreciate the spirit of that. I really do. I think we need to stick with Antifa, though, because it's so common now that I don't think we can get away with it quite that easily. And I think it would be confusing for people if we use different wording. So I'm going to stick with Antifa for right now. Maria Callis fan, thank you. To be clear, by the near term, I mean very near. If Trump doesn't fulfill a promise to be a fascist dictator, cares too much about everyone liking him, in 10 to 15 years, we would be better off if Kamala won. Yeah, I don't know. Thank you, though. Appreciate it.
To Chicago. Yeah, that was a plan. I got some sad news this morning that might have actually ended up changing that. But I do still want to go to Chicago and take care of that and actually see what's going on out there. So for the guys that don't know, looking at heading out to Chicago and going and dealing with Dearborn. I think there's a lot of information that we don't know about Dearborn that actually needs to get reported and taken out there. So Dearborn might be one of
You're a
those
white
things that
guy
we
for
go
Harris,
do.
Amala?
Your mom
You are,
says,
huh?
Matt, please let us know if the give, send, go is legitimate.
You know,
It
it's
says
good
created
that
by
white men have
Manny-
values
Manny
today.
being Manny. I donated
It's good
to
that
it.
white men are providing us
Ooh,
with
I
the
don't know about
leadership
that
we
give,
need,
send, go,
Amala.
man.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
I
I've
don't
watched
know.
you for
Tommy
2 weeks. Thank
assaulted
you for your insight.
which
Hey, thank you,
hospital did they
Robert. I
take the
appreciate that.
suspect to? Yeah,
Sadly,
good
I don't have
question.
beer. I just have
Don't
water.
know. That's funny, though.
No
Yeah,
beer
that's,
tonight.
Yeah, that's funny because Tommy is always getting it, right? But no, Tommy, actually, we've had some good flow of information. We've been talking a lot back and forth about
Tommy.
self-defense, what you can and what you can't do stop being an agitator. Actually, I mean, you want to wave your flag, you want to do things like that, but control your mouth, you know? Like, I can talk a man down just like this. I don't have to necessarily get that crazy about it. So we'll see what ends up happening. Yeah, anyways, let's turn you guys around. I've done enough pontificating for a hot minute. I want you guys to actually see what's going on out here. So with that being said,
show us what's going on.
Back over to the ice
Thank
facility.
you. You drank on my behalf, Lauren. Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm seeing the cops still gearing up in the back.
I appreciate that very much.
Question is when are they going to come out? When are they going to come out is the
Oh,
question.
yeah, the cops are gearing up to come out. That'll be fun. Paperclip, thank you for the super chat with the 777. It almost looks like most Antifa are sleeping for work. I wonder if the weekend will be more action-packed. Yes, the answer to that is yes. So what day is it? It's Wednesday. So it's in the middle of the week. Now, the idea that Antifa doesn't have jobs is absolutely absurd. Antifa absolutely has jobs. They're school teachers, they're lawyers, they're college professors. They work jobs just like anyone else. They might be a barista at Starbucks or something like that. They do have jobs. And so it is always more eventful on the weekend. So we're doing a midweek protest right now. So there's probably not going to be as much action as there would be on like a Friday or Saturday or even a Sunday because they don't have to work on the weekends many times. And so there will be more people out protesting on the weekends than there are right now. But that doesn't mean we won't get action tonight. Tommy got jumped last night. They tried to steal his phone and I missed it because I was sleeping. But I needed to sleep last night. So I'm sorry I missed Tommy getting his phone stolen, but I needed to sleep last night. Sally, thank you for the big super chat. Very generous support today. I really do appreciate it. Until we can break the dispensationalist grasp on American Protestants, Israel's dominance will not end. As a Catholic, I fight it on X daily. Darby is one of the worst heretics in Christian history. Tucker is finally starting to realize it. I totally agree with you, Sally. Thanks so much for that nice big super chat. I appreciate it. I don't know what that is, but thank you, Paul, for the super chat. I'll take a look at it. What's going on?
Sure, especially over the last couple of weeks as it was happening. Warzone, not so much. And we've talked about that quite a bit. I've corrected on mainstream media. But right now the law enforcement's lining up. So we're going to see whatever stance they take
There's
for
Tommy.
everything. What's up, man?
Tommy's wearing a black shirt today.
It's about the mass media and how it,
Oh, I'm good. Thank you.
it lies to people.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's all I do is educate people in mass media and how they lie to people, which is why we came out to just show them 100%.
Yeah, Paul, to be really clear, hang on, Paul saying, you are a left specialist and you don't know history. Paul, I study the left today in the real world today. I'll bet you don't know a tenth of the information I know about the left. You might know about more history than I do, but I study the left in the real world today, right now. I don't study historical documents because I don't need to study the left in the real world today. If you want a historical perspective, you can go somewhere else. You're not going to get that on this channel. What you're going to get on this channel is the left in the real world today, right now. How are they organizing? What do they think? What are they doing? How are they strategizing? What's going on inside their meetings? All that stuff. That's what you're going to get here. You're not going to get historical context because I don't do that. But thank you. Let's see. Wasn't the citizens militia constituted to put down insurrections? You know, Geraldo, I'm not going to comment on that, but I do appreciate the super chat. Oh, I just lost you? Oh, no. Guys, we lost Angela? We lost Angela for not supporting Israel? Holy shit, guys. Guys, I might as well just end the stream right now. We just lost Angela because I don't support Israel and Angela is a dispensationalist. Holy shit. We'll just shut it down. It's over. There's nothing more to see here. Guys, we lost Angela. It's over. Stream over. Protest coverage over. I might as well quit YouTube at this point. Like, it's like, I just don't know how I can possibly go on. Angela, you're permanently banned from the channel. Get the fuck out. Thank you, Shelly, for the $50 super chat. I really do appreciate it. After 25 years of working with GOP in several states and in national campaigns, 2 years ago, the Florida GOP finally drove me to bow out completely over partisan politics, build my bunker, and homeschool my grandkids. We love what you do, Shelly. That is awesome. It is awesome that you're homeschooling your grandkids. That is awesome. That is the very best gift that you can give your children. I mean this, guys. If you have kids, please homeschool your kids. The schools are not a fixable problem. I don't care how many times they say they got woke out of schools. They did not get woke out of schools at all. This is the very best thing you can do for your kids. Get them out of public school. Just say no to public school. Thank you, Shelly. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Monocle Joe. Appreciate the super chat. You guys are being very generous tonight. I appreciate that. It must have been all the yelling I did earlier. Using what I've learned here on this channel, I was able to easily start mapping the Austin Antifa presence, the local mutual. Awesome. Can you come and work with us? Can you join my Center for Left-Wing Studies? Hang on. I will put it in the chat. Can you come and work with us on that? If you go to leftwingstudies.com/volunteer, you can sign up to come and work with us because we're working on this project. And so if you want to come and get that information with other people that are working on that stuff, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. I appreciate the super chat. And I love that you're doing that. That's cool, man. You're going to save her? Amalek is always there with the ladies, isn't he? Amalek will fix the problem with the ladies. I have so many questions. Anyway, we're not going to ask those right now.
And we do have all of this vehicular traffic coming down the street now. All of these cars, right, just like Nick and I and everybody else has been talking about having a right to walk down a sidewalk.
Yeah.
They all have a right
I believe
to
in
drive
you.
down the street as well.
I believe
And
in
this
you.
is
Make good
what I'm talking
choices.
about when I say you have a right to protest, and your right to protest, though, should not impede in everybody else's life. You know, these folks have been out here inconveniencing folks for a really long time. All right, wheelchair lady's back.
Oh, wheelchair lady. Crip. There's a crip, guys.
Great. So we're slowly starting to creep into the middle of the street.
Tommy
What's
has to
happening?
say 200 feet from the ice facility.
Feds are gonna
Oh
come out
no,
soon.
Tommy can't even stream
wait
from
on
the
the
ice
feds, ladies and
facility.
gentlemen. Wait on
No.
Kind of curious to see how they're going to act. I made
Dang.
a suggestion earlier to the police. Hopefully they took my suggestion. I'm trying to say hard to something dumb, and YouTube will not even let me even. I legitimately PG it down. So stupid. Just take my $5. Thank you, sir. I really appreciate that, man. Like, really, man. All you guys that are, we're going to call them tips. Thanks to the Trump administration.
Yeah.
We're going to call them tips. Every time
They're
we get a
all
super
tips.
chat, I think we can consider those tips.
The best thing Trump has ever done,
Appreciate
giving
all your
me
tips,
tax-free
ladies and
super
gentlemen.
chat. I
Everybody that's
appreciate
tipping.
your tax-free
I
super
really appreciate
chats.
that for being on. Really do.
Best decision Trump ever made.
No noise. Well, I mean, the noise ordinance would be great. So noise ordinance should be enforced at. I read the.
Oh, there's no mods in the Rumble chat. Oh no, what's going on in the Rumble chat? Oh no,
noise ordinance
someone
in
got
Oregon.
them.
Yeah, there is. It starts at 10 p.m. and we're not quite there yet.
Someone got them.
So there is a noise ordinance. Doesn't start till 10, but they also have it like.
Looks
noise
like
emitting from the
ineffectual
device. Like,
insurrection.
I mean, she's definitely violating
Thank
it right
you.
now, but the reality is 10 p.m. is kind of where you want it. Now, it does talk about it being emitted from a device. And clearly
Yeah,
she's
Crip means
trying to be a
cripple.
nuisance.
Yeah, that is the thing on the left.
So we'll see what happens. And, you know, walking around with her little helmet because, you know.
Ineffectual
she needs a helmet.
insurrection, the MVP on Rumble.
I don't know if you know this or not, but if you're obeying the law, you don't have to worry about having a helmet. Timu Diddy is a loser for for taking the flag the other day. I mean, I'm not really sure who you're talking about, who Timu Diddy is. But I don't like seeing the American flag get burnt. I hate it. It hurts me in my gut. But I do appreciate
Tommy got another Antifa
living
guy
in a
arrested.
country
Tommy
where you get
Reno.
there. And a conversation that I had with some
He may not
people
be
was,
allowed within 200 feet of the ice
if for
facility,
some
but
reason-
he's still winning. Thanks,
I
Band-Aid from
got
heaven.
to the point of feeling like I needed to do it. It's a sign of a free country, which is always good. But that does come at a cost. I've knelt over that flag, cried over that flag, carried that flag forward into battle, flown that flag.
I'm
proudly
actually
in battle,
like, listen,
and it just disgusts me to
like,
watch it happen. Hurts me in my.
especially with the way that Antifa meeting went today, where it's just obvious and clear the Trump administration has no clue about what's going on with Antifa. I am more convinced than ever that if we just found like 100 Tommies and we sent 100 Tommies to the Portland ice facility That would actually be more productive than anything the Trump administration is going to do. If we literally just found like 99 more people like Tommy and sent them all to the Portland ICE facility, that would be more effective than the police. That would be more effective than ICE. That would be more effective than the FBI. That would literally be more effective than the National Guard. I mean, I just don't know of a better way that we can fix this problem at the moment, given the White House seems completely committed to not doing anything about it. And that's why Tommy is important, guys. Tommy is a symbol. Tommy is a symbol of the counterinsurgency. Tommy's figuring it out. He may not get everything right. He has a youthful exuberance. Sometimes he gets in trouble. Perhaps not the role model we would have selected if we could have picked from anyone. But Tommy is the hero we need. Tommy is the leader and the inspiration behind a movement of other people just like Tommy rising up to go and fix the fucking problem. Lauren, thank you. I want to work on Antifa in Houston, but I know I need to learn first. Definitely want to help and contribute to the project. Awesome. So we'll teach you, and then you'll be able to do that, and it'll be rad.
Oh, you're welcome to come on this side. But the feds are lined up on the inside, guys. If you're wondering why I'm fixated on this fence, feds are lined up on the inside, waiting on them to come out.
Yeah, I want to see what happens.
There's more protesters coming out, but I mean, at least they're protesters. Minus the lady in her keffiyeh, which somehow turned into a statement. I wish I would have brought my keffiyehs from the actual Middle East and seen if people try to take them, because those are ones I would fight people over. Even if it's a cheap piece of property, it's a sentimental value, in my opinion, that goes into it. No, I don't want to go anywhere. Yeah, I need that stuff, so. Cultural appropriation, ladies and gentlemen, at its finest. Birds overhead. You guys see it up there. Probably about 800 meters up, 1,000 meters up. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? So you guys can see everything that's going on. Good dudes. People just out here chilling tonight, man. I mean, they're protesting as protesters protest, but they're just chilling. Got some furry costumes showing up. Don't understand that one, but is what it is. I think it's a doggy. Waiting on the gate to open. I want to see if the feds are going to push them in the middle of the road. Cops, I'm waiting for them to enforce the street. They've been telling people. So one thing that I noticed is the cops are telling people to stay out of the street. They really were. And it was working. But right now what I'm seeing is a slow breakdown.
It's still early in Portland, guys. It's only like what? It's only 8 o'clock in Portland. So usually it starts up a little later too.
See where it goes. See where it goes. Uh-oh. Don't do that. Stop it.
Uh-oh.
Anybody get an annoying iPhone update? I know I did. Thank you again for what you were doing, USA. Thank you, Full Clips. Really appreciate you, man. I mean, it's important, you know. People are asking me, well, what is it you're doing? I had a local news crew last night asking me about, thank you.
Jeepers Creepers is a great movie. That movie held up. That movie's still good today.
It's to provide full context, right? Like, whenever crap's going on, we tend to look for, like, traffic cams and things like that. Well, this is the 21st century. I am a mobile freaking cam. I'm able to tell you what I can see. And that's what's important, you know? Like, yeah, we got people giving hugs standing in the middle of the road, but it ain't bad.
Is Tommy yelling at someone? Okay, let's go to Tommy. Hang on.
See, these cops are actually going to come out.
We'll go into Tommy.
They're lined up in their gear on the inside.
If the cops come out, we can go back.
I like how you say my name. I love how you say my
that's
name.
The crazy lady that does the TikTok.
I really
that's the lady that does the TikTok.
You're the one being dramatic.
She
bro.
blocked me on TikTok. That stupid
She's
bitch.
a vampire, you guys. Yeah, that's for sure. Her voice is annoying. It is. Yeah.
You know you wouldn't be okay with my child dying, would you, Tommy?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm not inciting nothing. I'm recording these fucking terrorists. What are you talking about?
That bitch blocked me on TikTok under 2 accounts.
Yeah, you guys
she
are
can go fuck
domestic
herself.
terrorists.
I'm gonna stop yelling at you because we are human. I'm gonna ask you a favor.
Uh-oh.
When you're here, do not bring violence.
I don't.
Don't bring violence.
I don't
Tommy.
bring violence.
Don't
I'm not
bring
here to be violent.
violence.
But I have seen you get in people's faces. I have
Because they get in my face. I'm not going to back down from these cowards. Nah, this is where they're causing all the chaos. That's why we're here.
Don't do it in my kids'
I can't go no closer to ICE than this. This is as close as I could get to over there. Oh, junior high. What the fuck? You were talking like he was a little baby.
Oh.
You should tell these protesters the same thing.
My fascist neighbor Rick.
No, I mean the ones that are out here all the time. These ones. These ones. Are you fucking serious, dude? Mindy, calm down. Mindy.
Yeah, she's the
Mindy, calm down.
She's the TikTok person.
Mindy,
I
calm
knew it.
down.
Man.
Mindy, take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. I'm not going to have anything to do with your son dying. You sound absurd.
She is absurd. She banned me on TikTok twice.
I can't go any further.
This is going to be great. I'm so glad Tommy
No.
is so close to the ice facility.
I'm good. I'm from here. Take your gas mask. She's yelling at me, stupid. Get the fuck out of here. Well, that's her problem. She shouldn't have started yelling. She shouldn't have started yelling at me. She shouldn't have started yelling at me. Oh, I'm racist because I want illegals out of my country.
Yeah.
I'm racist because I don't want criminals in my country.
Embrace the racism, Tommy. Just do
She's
it.
screaming at me, you fucking moron. So do I. It's a sidewalk. I'm in America. No, she started screaming.
This is
These
America.
people fucking crack me up, dude. Oh, that don't even mean shit anymore. You guys done use that word up so much, it means absolutely nothing.
So real.
You can call me racist all you want. It means absolutely fucking nothing. Karen Tifa.
Because he assaulted someone.
Hey,
He
Karen
punched someone
Tifa,
in the
calm
face.
down, dog.
That's why.
Karen Tifa, calm down.
He's got to go to
dog.
trial. Thank you.
She's got to calm down, you guys.
Karen Tifa.
That's not a her. I'm pretty sure that's a biological man.
Karen Tifa.
I don't know. It did kind of sound like a girl's voice. I don't know. You can't tell with these people anymore. They don't even know. They think they're thems. They think they're multiple fucking people.
So true, Tommy.
Nah, don't.
No, stay
report
right there,
something
Tommy.
like that. Don't.
You know what
do
Tommy should do?
CPS. Nah.
You know what Tommy should do? Tommy should set up a tent right under that woman's balcony, and Tommy should just camp his ass out there for the entire time that he's not allowed to within 200 feet of the ice facility. That is the most entertaining outcome. If Tommy literally camps out under the TikTok lady's like balcony, and the two of them are just fighting all the fucking time.
Who's being loud right now? Who's being loud right now? Ain't us.
Is that okay with you? Tommy boy, on a human level, is that okay with you?
Unhinged, you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely absurd.
Again, it is okay with you. If you do it again one more time under here, it is okay with you if my child dies from violence.
I'll get this.
You sound
Guys. Thank you
absolutely
for those.
absurd, dude.
I want to listen to the
You guys go to the worst case scenario. Do you let your son come out here and protest? Do you let your son come out here and protest? I'm asking you one. No, I'm asking you. You answer me and I'll answer you. Do you let your son come out here and protest like this? But he does, right?
Matt is having someone arrested.
No. Okay. Then what do you have to worry about?
Let me see. Oh, he went offline though. He went offline.
I don't have no weapons on me. I don't have weapons. So what does that have to do with me? I was actually okay. Go ahead. Nah.
Oh, are they gonna come out?
I mean, I would
Please
much
come out. We're gonna
prefer
go to
somebody
Andy's
not try to
page.
shoot at me. That's for sure. I do not want anybody to shoot me. That's for sure. But it is a risk, me being out here, because they hate me so much that they do want to shoot me.
I voted for Nick Fuentes in 2024. Nick Fuentes, the hero we need.
I'm not here to cause violence. I'm here to record. I'm here to record and report on what's happening. I'm here to record and report on what's happening, just like everybody else. They don't like my hat. They don't like my shirt. They don't like my ideology. So they attack me. And then they blame me. And then they blame me. No, thank you.
Hey, pissing on my neighbors.
Go ahead.
Hey, nobody gave you permission to record up there. Yes, it is your First Amendment right to record wherever you want, but you're a piece of shit for recording people on their homes without asking permission, you fucking weirdo.
Still started yelling at me, you fucking weirdo.
You're a piece of shit for recording without asking permission. You're a piece of shit. Yeah, you know, they have kids.
I'm recording, you guys.
People's kids up on their balcony. Hey, do you have a mother? How would you feel if somebody's on the side?
I'm pretty sure I have a mother because I'm here, right? I wouldn't be here without my mother.
How would you feel about that?
It's public. It's public. It's a First Amendment right. No matter how I feel, it's American. I got a freedom to do what I'm doing.
We can record
I
people
have
on
an
the
American
sidewalk.
freedom. I have the First
This is
Amendment right to do
America,
what I'm
damn it.
doing. You guys, you served in the military. You should fucking know that.
No, and when I swore an oath to defend the Constitution, I read it, dumbass.
I don't believe you one fucking bit, dude.
I got a podcast.
Not you flying that fucking flag on your back. You weren't in the U.S. military. Maybe the fucking Palestinian military. You.
They got the internet. They're both the internets are going down. Tommy, come back. Tommy, I need closure on this argument. Come back, Tommy. Come back. Oh, wait, we're back. We're back.
There is a reason. No, because it don't matter anyways. I would probably stay here because I have a right to.
That's right, Tommy. Good choice.
Your family is perfectly safe. I'm here. I'm recording. They're probably not safe from them, but not from me. I don't have weapons. I'm not here for violence. I'm here to record.
Tommy is a lover, not a fighter.
That's funny. That's fucking funny.
How about the first one? Hey, Thomas, this is for you.
Oh shit, you should read it.
They just gave him the Constitution.
Yeah, that don't mean you fucking read
I
it.
lived up to it for 8 years.
Yeah, right. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think it's stolen valor. I think it's stolen valor. Stolen valor, you guys. I'm pretty sure he's lying.
I imagine that was during the Obama years.
Where's Matt talking to the police at? Oh, I can't go over there, you guys. This is as close as I can get. This is as close as I'm going to risk getting because they already warned me once, respectfully. And I don't, hey, that shit burnt me. I don't want, I don't want to get in any trouble.
It's a good idea, Tommy.
You mean the ones that were just screaming at me, talking about I'm going to get her kid killed because I'm recording these violent fucking criminals? How does that make sense? Make that make sense. I'm using a megaphone. That's my voice. I don't have a megaphone. Once I get one, I'm going to have an air horn here pretty soon.
Oh, Tommy's
a
going to
really
have
nice
an air
one,
horn?
and I'm going to be able to blow it from here, and they won't be able to fucking talk with that speaker. That's going to be how
Yo.
loud it is.
Tommy's going to get a really nice air horn. Awesome. Awesome.
You should stop victim blaming because I was the victim the last 3 times. I've already been assaulted and the dude got arrested today just for recording. But I'm the violent one. Come on now. Well, I blame you 100%
just
because
wanna protect
if you're yelling at me, listen, if you're yelling at me for recording, why aren't you yelling at them for being out here for over fucking 5 months?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you say the same fucking thing over and over and don't make sense.
Is she streaming on
That's
TikTok like
fucking
right now?
hilarious.
Let me check.
I just give what I get.
Is that
You
bitch
don't.
streaming on
If
TikTok?
you don't give me respect, I'm definitely not going to give you respect. You came out yelling at me. You didn't want to be respectful or kind.
She's not streaming on TikTok right now. She's just yelling at Tommy.
Then you should tell these fucking violent Antifa.
Oh, cops
thugs
are
that
out.
they
Hang
should
on,
go
hang on,
home
hang on.
then,
What's
right?
going on?
You should-
I want to know with the cops.
Public property. Try us, bitch. I swear. Welcome.
I just want to see what the cops are doing.
So, do we all know what the definition of ethnic cleansing is? It's when you deport and displace people.
What are they doing?
Based off of race and ethnicity. That's what you motherfuckers
Are they trying to arrest someone?
You are ethnically.
There's no cars.
What
What are they doing? Oh, they're gonna arrest someone. Uh-oh, they're going for it. They're gonna arrest someone. Bet you they're gonna arrest someone.
What you are doing. You are ethnically cleansing people and the residents of our community.
Oh no, the cars are coming out. Never mind. False alarm. There go the cars. Oh, they got the music again. We've got the Imperial March back.
You have anything to say about that? Nothing? Spineless? Power. You have anything to say about that? You have anything to say about it? The black and brown children that were
Mindy was banned from streaming until the 10th. Oh, thank you. All right, I got a couple other super chats I want to get to. Couple other super chats I want to get to. Is this the one SF dude? I can tell that his mind is broken and that he still thinks we can negotiate with these people like we did in Iraq and Afghanistan. I sympathize. That does not work here. Yeah, I think he doesn't get it yet, Sally. I think that might be the case. Why would he exploit ICE? We already talked about that. It's because he has a trial coming up and he told him not to go near the facility. Thank you for the response earlier. Hypothetically, let's pretend the admin does a 180 and goes full bore against Antifa. Best case, what does that look like? Watch your Antifa seminar. What the Trump administration needs to do, they need to go and arrest all those people.
The whole time, it sounded like.
Listen, here's what Trump needs to do. You see all those people dressed in black outside the ICE facility? Trump needs to get a big old police van, or if he can get like a big truck too, and he needs to take all of the Antifa and put them on the fucking truck. And he needs to wait, seriously? Okay, hang on. He needs to arrest them. He needs to get them off the street. He needs to prevent them from organizing. If Trump just arrested all the people that were in Black Bloc right now, the problem would 1,000% improve overnight. And then if he arrested people who kept showing up to protest and cause problems, the problem would continue to get better and better and better and better and better. That's it. That's the only solution. Mass arrests of Antifa or nothing. Let's go back to Tommy. What's Tommy doing?
Close to the ICE facility, but I can be out here. I'm not going any. Yep. Let's go get. Oh. This is the one that's been fucking yelling and harassing at us for all. Oh shit! I'm not gonna get close. I'm not gonna interrupt.
Tommy's walking away, so we're gonna go back to Portland, Andy. Tommy's going to get like a drink or something. Oh, someone's getting arrested though. That's funny.
We saw Tommy earlier. He's down there, 200 feet exclusion. So he's down at the corner almost, halfway to the corner.
No, I think that Trump just doesn't know what's going on, and I don't think he's serious about fixing the problem. That's what I think.
My
I don't
shoe's
think he's
untied. We have
waiting
an
for
urgent
anything.
situation.
Uh-oh. Andy's shoe is untied, guys. Breaking news. It's over. Andy's shoe is untied.
Thank you, suicide. I'm good. I'm good on that.
Go back over to Tommy. PPB is arresting someone.
Okay.
There's not really much happening on that stream though. Oh, Portland Andy's going over there too. We're gonna have two views. Portland Andy view and Tommy view. Hang on, let me I'll get Tommy up on the other screen. Now we got Tommy view and Portland Andy view. Got Tommy up there, Portland Andy's heading that way. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Portland Andy. Thank you very much, Portland Andy. These are all great people.
Thanks, Script Rick. Hello to you too. The Zeke Heil guy? Who's the Zeke Heil guy?
Close enough. I did not even move my feet and went like that because he's that close. So yeah, you aren't allowed to literally be touching him. Just knock off that thing. That's how close he was.
Who is the Zeke Heil guy?
Touch me in the face, and again, you have my business down there.
Oh shit.
So, like, again, seriously, you guys let them instigate and stuff, and nobody cares about this stuff, but honestly, it has been cases where we have been assaulted by police, like I said, one grabbing his junk. We told them the police, and they said,
Why did you do that?
so I am sick and tired of being exposed to this stuff while you guys come after us. So honestly, like, I'm a real terrorist. Like, for real. I mean, I'm a woman who's standing in my face trying to punch me, and you guys expect me not to get him out of my face. So who was the harasser?
I will, well, man. Thank you.
Yes. I chest bumped because it got that close, and like I said, I did not
I don't know.
move my feet. I went like that. It doesn't matter. It does.
Can you guys hear them
It
talking?
does, so they can get in your face and threaten all that stuff, but you aren't allowed to defend yourself. Did I hit him? Oh my gosh, are you serious? Okay.
There we go. Now we got Tommy.
Okay. And so he gets away with it. Yeah, we already know how this goes.
Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate it. There's going to be more stuff coming soon. I'm going to be doing some live classes soon.
Thank you very much for
so
the time.
I appreciate the compliment on the materials I've created. There's going to be more coming.
So we'll do it. Yeah. Yeah. I'll call them.
Why? Evidence.
Is no one in front of the ice facility? This seems a little irresponsible, guys.
I'm Sonona.
Nice
I
to meet
am
you.
Carolina Farm Girl.
Okay.
I've been following you. I come from North Carolina.
Oh, wow.
I actually got here not yesterday, the night before, last night. So Yeah, and I did follow your ex, and
Well, thank you very much for following. Glad you're out here.
thank you.
You've been, as long as you're staying safe, you know.
Oh yeah, I'm
Good.
I just that's why I didn't want to. That's why I hung up my stuff. I didn't want to say who I was out here. I just tell everybody I'm crazy, but my name's Sonona. So, Tommy, I don't even know where he's at right now. Do you know where Tommy's
Let's
at?
see,
no clue.
let's see what Tommy's doing.
And taking in everything that he said. Like it feels like I lost a brother. Fuck you, Angel Food for Life.
Hmm.
I love you guys. I got it all. Christ is King. Yes, sir. We are Charlie. He's a hero. Erica Kirk, we love you. We're hurting with you. We're praying with you.
We're
We
talking
know
about Erica.
Charlie's up there with the big guy in his race, watching down, smiling, saying, it's a turning point, guys. Named his company or his organization Turning Point for a reason, because he knew it was coming. He just knew, you know? It's a sign. And they couldn't take his words. They say it was hate speech, but it was just really hate. It was just really speech they hate. And they can't take the speech that they hate. You know, they want to kill us for the speech that they hate. There's no such thing as hate speech. You know, it's just speech you don't like, you don't agree with, and you want to say whatever you can to justify being
Portland,
violent.
Chicago, Seattle need their own
and then make
alligator
T-shirts
Alcatraz just for
of him
Antifa.
being
Yeah, I agree.
brutally
Good idea.
murdered in front of millions
Excellent
of
idea.
Americans. Millions of Americans lost one of the greatest men of our generation. He would have been president one day, you guys. He would have been the president.
Probably.
And yeah, he yeah.
Probably true, Tommy.
It's
Probably
heartbreaking. I feel so bad for his beautiful wife and his beautiful family. He was taken way too soon.
Someone needs to go back over to the ICE facility. We need ICE facility coverage.
I gotta stop talking about it, you
Lucian
guys.
Pot's not online anymore. Andy's got to go back over to the ICE facility. Okay, so let's talk about this. What did Andy Know say about Antifa today? What did Andy Know actually say? Andy Know didn't talk about how they're organized. Andy Know didn't talk about how they're funded. Andy Know said, I was attacked by Antifa and they're really dangerous, which Andy was attacked by Antifa and it was awful. And he like, I will never take away from him. I think in the past, Andy has done very good work. I'm not trying to completely shit talk Andy Know. I think Andy's work in the past was great. Andy was very brave. He did something that no one else was doing, and he should always get credit for that, okay? For the last couple of years, Andy Know has lived in London. He is not even based in America anymore, which is fine. It's his prerogative. But Andy Know is no longer on the ground covering Antifa. Andy is completely disconnected with what is going on the ground. And I know this because of months of interactions with him privately. I tried to interact with him privately. Andy has no interest in hinging into reality with what Antifa is doing right now. He doesn't pay attention to it. The only thing Andy pays attention to is what is going viral on Twitter, and that is what he covers in the Post-Millennial, is reporting from other people going viral on Twitter, and he covers that. Now, Andy did, where I will give Andy credit, is there was like this trans murder group last year. Andy was the only one covering that. And I will absolutely give Andy credit for uncovering that trans murder cult last year. That was a real thing, and that was good reporting, and that was good journalism. Did he talk about any of that today at the White House? No. Additionally, Andy has been misinforming his audience for a while, things that I can prove false with direct primary source evidence. I tried to talk to him about it privately. He did not listen. So I didn't just go public and start shit-talking Andy No until I literally tried for months to say, Andy, here's the evidence. 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 I got no response. He wouldn't engage with it. He pretended it didn't exist. He just stuck to his narrative. I tried for months to talk to him in private about this. It didn't work. So, do I think that Andy provided critical information on Antifa at that White House meeting today? No, not at all. Katie Davis Court provided much more accurate information. I'm not shit-talking everyone at that meeting. Katie Davis Court did a really awesome job. She provided good information. Andy No did not. And that's just fact, guys. That is just fact. What's Tommy doing? What's going on? Tommy offline. Oh, okay, let's go to Andy. Let's go to Andy. Andy's on.
The cow meter here, though. And a rat.
Yeah, Chris Rufo is not to be trusted. Do not trust him at all. Do not trust him at all. I understand what's going on in this situation as well. Do not trust him at all in any way. Also, this is another situation where there was a time when Chris Rufo did good work. There was absolutely a time when he did good work. Chris Rufo has been an excellent advocate for a long time, but his work now sucks, and his work has sucked for years. And Chris Rufo steals things from other people who actually do journalism, and he takes credit for them. I know that because Chris Rufo did that to me. Anyway. Hi, Karlyn. Cheers from another New Hampshire resident. Oh, hey, Elise. Good to see you getting more recognition. I do appreciate that. Yeah, Chris Rufo is a massive sellout. Chris Rufo works for the Zionist-funded Manhattan Institute. So they're basically anything you guys see coming out of the Manhattan Institute is almost always just shilling an Israeli narrative. And if you don't know who Rufo is, don't worry about it. Honey Badger Mom should have been in D.C. at the White House. 1,000%. 1,000% Honey Badger Mom should have been there. 1,000%. I was so pissed for her that she wasn't invited. That was just that was like it's like a slap in the face. Do you know why she wasn't invited? Because she's an independent journalist that doesn't work for an approved conservative media outlet. That's why. So it's offensive that she wasn't invited, and it really pissed me off. Let's try to find Tommy. Where's he at? Okay, well, we'll go back to Tommy again when he goes live. Right now, we're with Andy, guys.
He looks like his, unfortunately.
I will never be invited to the White House, guys. It'll never happen. But I do appreciate the thoughts, but it'll never happen, and I know that.
There's a lot of cops, a lot of Portland police here, guys. They're on every corner. I'm afraid to drink a damn beer out here. There's so many damn cops.
Uh-oh. Can't even drink a beer on the sidewalk anymore? Holy shit. Holy shit.
I don't know where would I go look at. I came down this way. I went around this block. I don't know what direction he went.
Looks like half of them
I don't even know
fucked
who
off.
this
What the fuck
person is
happened?
or what they
It's
look like.
Wednesday.
But if you guys can tell me what
midweek.
direction,
Wednesday.
we can go look at the other block real fast.
Is this person dressed as a cow? What's going on here?
I don't see anybody getting harassed or anything. We'll keep an eye.
Well,
in the next block.
Am I going to cover the No Kings protest? I may be on, you guys don't tell anyone, okay? I may be going on a secret undercover mission. I can't say any more right now. But
I'm looking for anybody in trouble.
Don't think I've stopped going
We'll go
undercover
another
for
block.
1 second just because more people are watching me on the internet.
If I see someone in trouble, we'll jump to action. We'll save the day as
Just
we
got to be a
usually
little
do,
more
chat.
careful. That's it. Just got to be a little bit more careful. What is the difference between Vermont and New Hampshire? Oh,
I don't see anybody in trouble.
okay. Okay, let's have a talk. Okay. I grew up in Vermont. I grew up in a small town in Vermont in the middle of the state that is about 20 minutes south of the state capital. I know Vermont very, very, very well. I moved to New Hampshire when I was 25 or so because I got a job at Dartmouth College, and that was awesome. And so the difference between Vermont and New Hampshire is Vermont is a communist utopia. Vermont is completely communist. Even Republicans in Vermont are communist. Communists run Vermont like top to bottom. There is no there, and I love Vermont, and most of my family still lives in Vermont, and I do love it, but it's completely fucking communist. New Hampshire has no state income tax. It has no state sales tax, and it is the libertarian homeland. It is the live free or die state, and it's way better than Vermont. And they take much better care of the roads in the winter than Vermont does. Driving in the winter in Vermont in the snow sucks because Vermont takes really shitty care of the roads. New Hampshire takes amazing care of the roads. Okay. New Hampshire has better beer than Vermont because we have the most breweries per capita of any single state. New Hampshire has a purple legislature, but there are a lot of libertarians in the legislature. So there are no seatbelt laws in New Hampshire. Constitutional carry in New Hampshire. I can open carry a gun in New Hampshire, and it's just all better. It's better all around. Okay. So New Hampshire is by far and away the better choice between Vermont and New Hampshire, even though I love Vermont and I miss my homeland, but it's fallen to the communists. How widespread are the anarchist black cross orgs? Seems like a thread the administration could start pulling. That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that question, but that is a good question to ask. I wish I had a better answer at the moment. If we went full coin, what do my boys still have to worry about? I mean, Antifa is always going to be a problem until we arrest them all and put them on an island. But if we did that, things would actually be pretty great, honestly. I mean, there's still other things. It's not like Antifa is not the only problem we have, right? But Antifa is a pretty big problem if we're being honest about it. Tommy back
this
up.
one.
Let's see.
Hey,
Tommy,
how you
start
doing?
streaming again, man. Yeah, you can even conceal carry in New Hampshire without a permit.
Tommy's
True.
okay, just down the road right there.
But open carrying in New Hampshire is actually more fun because when you open carry in New Hampshire, you scare off all the Democrats. And what's super fun about New Hampshire is there are Democrat organizations that just live to hate libertarians in the state of New Hampshire. So it's funny because the Democrats in New Hampshire are actually more pissed off and annoyed about the libertarians than they are about the Republicans. So the Democrats are like constantly doing these smear campaigns. Did you guys know that I am on a list created by Democrats in New Hampshire where they called me an anti-democracy extremist twice? They made a whole list of all the people in New Hampshire who are so-called anti-democracy extremists. I apparently am such an anti-democracy extremist. According to the Democrats in New Hampshire, I'm on the list twice. It was an honor. I made a t-shirt about it when it happened. So unfortunate that Stowe is in Vermont. Great skiing. Well, there are much better ski areas than Stowe. No, you don't want to go to Stowe in Vermont. And I was a skier in Vermont, so I know this. Stowe is okay for tourists, okay? If you're going to go skiing in Vermont, you want to go to Sugarbush. Sugarbush is probably the best big ski area in Vermont. If you want to go to the local place, you go to Mad River Glen. If you want night skiing, you go to Bolton Valley. Bolton Valley is kind of like Bolton Valley is close to my heart because it's one of the first ski areas I ever went to. Bolton Valley has really easy kind of like easy runs and all that stuff, but they have night skiing and that's really cool. So I very rarely skied at Stowe because Stowe is like overrun with tourists. Don't get me wrong, it's a really good mountain, but Sugarbush is much better, and Sugarbush is 2 mountains and there's a lot more trails and people are more spread out. So I would go to Sugarbush. And actually, Mad River Glen is actually my favorite ski area. That's the best. Mad River Glen has all sorts of glades. I used to love skiing glades. I was really good at it. But that's where I would go in Vermont.
MZ.
Big up Pakistani, baby.
Where's Tommy?
Thank you for the 10. And this one said what? PPB is more present since Christy Nome visit. Yep.
J Peak is good. I
For
like J
sure.
Peak.
Ever
I
since
always liked
they
it when I
said
was
that
there. Yeah, J
they
Peak is
gave them the
great.
scathing and they were going to
Yeah.
do an investigation, they've been more present. But it's been more present and more present by the day.
Yeah, you guys are dated
For
Sugar
sure.
Bush.
Look at that
Yeah,
guy.
I
He
understand.
left all
Okay,
the
I
beers
didn't
here.
name the ski area. I didn't name it.
Come
All
on, bro.
right.
You're going to leave your beers? I mean, your trash, not beers, but trash. Hey, because you look
Hey,
for
thanks,
ocean,
Sally.
whoever.
Let me clarify. If an infantry platoon was doing patrols, both mounted and dismounted in raids, how would they respond? How do you manage ISR? How do they respond to deadly force? Sally, you're starting to talk military now. And listen, Sally, I have great respect for people who served in military. I used to work at a military school. I totally get it. I don't speak military that well though. I don't understand military talk. So what you're saying in terms of like mounted patrols and like that all sounds good. If we had constant patrols that were rounding up Antifa, I think that would be a good thing. But I don't speak military, so I don't really know what you're saying, but I appreciate the money.
Hey! Thank you, Emily. That's very sweet of you.
J.A. super chatted $5. I know you want to drink one of those beers, but don't bud. That's how you get mouth syphilis.
I ain't touching those beers, bro. You know that's right. What do you know about mouse? Never mind. Never
Wait, are
mind.
there just beers laying around on the ground?
Mr. Jet Setter over there.
Oh, I missed your super chat.
Thank
Sorry,
you very
I didn't
much,
mean to.
yeah.
I didn't mean to miss your super chat. I apologize. I didn't see it. Gordo, the funny thing is that Vermont voted Democrat once from the founding of the country through 88, voted Democrat in 92 due to Perot, and has been solid D ever since. Yeah, and it's very socialist now. It got worse and worse and worse. I mean, I grew up in like the prime in Vermont when it was still, it was all right, but it got real commie real quick. Thanks, Gordo. Appreciate it.
Oh, my favorite meat market? Besides your mom's house? Oh! Got him! My favorite meat market. Actually, there's a meat market I really love, but it's hella far away, bro. It's called the Meeting Place.
I never liked Okemo. I feel like I had a bad experience at Okemo.
It's this place called the Meeting Place. I went out there. They have a really nice cut of, it's an American Wagyu. Ooh, but it is flavor. I think it's from Colorado. I forgot where. Colorado, maybe? Yeah, I like that place. They have some good meat.
Peggy. What's going on, Peggy? They really, really killed the content we got from Tommy with this 200-foot ban shit, LOL. How long does he have to stay away? I think, Peggy, I agree with you. And Tommy isn't even live right now. Did Tommy give up? Did Tommy go home? What's going on? I've been waiting for Tommy to go back live. He hasn't been live for several minutes. Yeah, I mean, maybe, but you know what, Peggy? Let's look at the bright side, okay? This is going to provide us a new arc for Tommy, because Tommy has now quit his job because he didn't want his boss to get harassed. He announced that today on Twitter. So Tommy now has no job except to make content on the internet. He's getting a new car. He's getting all sorts of stuff sent to him. So I feel like, we might look at it as they killed the content by demanding that Tommy doesn't go within 200 feet of the ICE facility, but we can also look at it as an opportunity. We can get Tommy arguing more with the other residents. We can get Tommy running around, seeing what's going on in other places in the city. And probably what's going to happen is Antifa is going to start following Tommy at some point. And so it's going to take Antifa away from the ICE facility as well. So this really could open up a whole new world of content for us that we just haven't considered yet. So there's always a bright side to everything. Things are always working out in our favor. We just need to make sure we're looking at it from all angles. You know, we still got the coverage out in front of the ICE facility, but now we have a rogue asset that's wandering around just looking for ways to make trouble. And I think this could be a good opportunity for us. It's like season 2. We're moving into Tommy season 2 now. Exactly.
Greg H. super chatted $5. Big
Tommy's
G
back
is
up.
the best viewer and wanted to hear me say it out loud.
Yeah, yeah. Shout
No, he's
out Big
not.
G,
Where is
baby.
he? Is he on YouTube or something?
Thank you for that $5. I appreciate you.
Where is Tommy streaming? He's not up on YouTube. He's not up on Twitter. I don't see where Tommy's streaming.
Definitely a lot less people that's been out ever in the last week.
Less people. Well, it's Wednesday.
On both sides.
It's Wednesday.
Yeah, I was just saying that, Jay. Yeah, it's empty as hell. Oh shit! Yeah, there's like more police than there are like a lot of people, truthfully.
It is pretty light.
There might be more police than protesters if you count all the police in different areas.
Earlier, Tommy said he might call it early at night and answer questions from home. Okay, well, we'll have to wait and see what's going on there. I might go to bed early tonight too, guys. Well, we'll hang out a little while longer. We'll see what's happening, but it does seem to be a very light night. Is anyone else? Speak the Truth isn't streaming. Andy's streaming. Do you guys want to go back?
I'm not sure how long we want to stay down here for, dog.
Hang on.
Dog.
Do you guys want to try to watch this Glenn Beck thing again, or should we stay with Portland Andy? 1 in the chat if you want to go back and watch the Glenn Beck thing we started earlier. 2 in the chat if you want to stay with Portland Andy. Now, of course, if we watch the Glenn Beck thing, we'll put Portland Andy up here, and if anything starts happening, we'll go right back to it. But 1 in the chat if you want to... What did I say? Wait, what the fuck did I say? What is 1 and what is 2? Did I say 1 in the chat if we want to stay with if we want to watch the Glenn Beck thing? What the fuck did I say? I'm doing a poll. Hang on. I'm doing a poll. Sorry. I forgot which number was which. What do you want? Now no one knows. Do you want to watch Portland Andy? Or do you want to go back for the Glenn Beck thing? We're doing a poll because I forgot which was which, okay? Poll in the chat. Okay, answer the poll. Thank you. I smoked a lot of weed today. It's not my fault. Karlyn, if you can't talk military, you will lose the military if you expect us to do something. Listen, Sally, that is the last of my worries right now, to be really honest with you. You do not articulate what to do. Don't count on Trump. He's basically brain dead tactically. Well, just because Trump doesn't understand Antifa, Sally, doesn't mean I can talk military, all right? I can talk socialist, and you probably can't talk socialist, okay? So I'm doing the best I can. I appreciate all the support tonight, though. Just because it's hump day? Exactly. All right, guys, there's a poll in the chat. We will continue to monitor the situation, obviously, on the ground in Portland. But since Tommy has called it a night, it seems to be a pretty light night. Do you guys want to watch? Do you guys want to keep watching Portland Andy? Or do you want me to put on the Glenn Beck thing we were watching earlier where Glenn Beck's talking about Antifa? And we'll put Portland Andy above my head. And that way we can monitor what's going on. So vote in the poll. It's 50-50. It's really close. You guys are like split, man. I'll let the poll go for another couple minutes.
If she doesn't shut up with the megaphone, she will be swallowing it.
Listen, it's not my fault. The Antifa meeting, it drove me to it. It's not my fault. I normally don't smoke that much during the day.
Look, we got the whole scooter gang showing up. Double scooters, dude. You can't go wrong.
Feels like the voice of Mufasa leading us to our destiny, United States.
Oh, the poll is close. Better vote. No, you can only vote once.
SLAYTON37 super chatted $5. Ask Tommy what Ocean was wearing. He was with him.
Okay, I will next time I see Tommy. I'm sure Ocean's fine. I'm telling you, there's a million cops out there. Yeah, there's like cops walking everywhere, dude.
Is there anyone
I'm
else
just gonna put my
screaming?
damn joint out. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. We ain't putting our joint out for
Oh
nobody.
wait, hang on.
We'll go to jail for the
Veli
shit,
just
boy.
hang on.
Like a boss.
We're gonna go to a Veli clip. Veli just posted a video of Chandler, and so we'll put Portland Andy up on the upper monitor. But Veli just posted a clip about Chandler, and one of the things that we learned today at the White House Antifa meeting is that according to Kristi Noem, Chandler is literally the founder of Antifa. So do you guys want to see who Kristi Noem thinks is the founder of Antifa? For anyone that has not yet been introduced to Chandler, let's watch this clip from Veli, okay?
I asked him if he was rich. I asked him. I told him he inherited a bunch of money. He's a rich white boy.
Oh, that's Chandler
and
over
everybody
there.
comes to his house and bathes and
On
cleans
the
and
other side of
showers
the
and washes
street with the
clothes. He talked to me for like. He talked
This
to me
is
for like
Chandler
15
over
minutes.
here. This guy walked back and forth with the hoodie. But I think he comes over to talk to Veli. We're gonna have a Veli
Chandler's
Chandler
reading the
interaction.
Bible.
Chandler's reading the Bible.
Okay, let's go have Chandler read a few verses for us.
Yeah, this is the founder of Antifa, according to Kristi Noem. Yeah, Chandler's on the run. Exactly.
Chandler, you want to read a verse? What you're reading, so I can hear it, please. What you're reading in front of the ice building? Is that the Bible?
The Bible?
What is that?
Oh, he's reading Rosa Luxemburg.
Economic right. This is not a very interesting part.
What are you reading though?
It's about guilt, like the development of guilt or the evolution of guilts in the Middle Ages, the late Middle Ages, early Renaissance period, specifically right now in this section of Italy.
I think Andy might
Again, it's
believe
not
it.
very interesting, especially out of context. Like,
What is it in Italy, not America?
It's in like the 14th century. It's like this is in 1378, right? Giovanni de' Medici became an ambassador who was sent out by the city of Florence to represent its interests. He was 3 times the chief elder of the guilds.
Sally, I really appreciate all the money that you've sent me tonight. And so I'm going to try to be very, very nice when I say I never claimed to be in the military. I never claimed to be able to make a military tactical fucking plan. That was not something that I signed up for, Sally. If I had wanted to join the military, I would have joined the military. I didn't want to join the military, and so I didn't. So you're going to have to find someone else to make a military tactical plan, because what I do is study the far left. I study how they organize. I study who the activists are. I study their language. I teach hundreds of thousands, or in a good month, millions of people about the far left. That is what I do. I write books about the far left. I create designs mocking and satirizing the far left. I provide an entertaining experience on the internet for people who want to do deep dives into the far left and do research. I didn't sign up to create no fucking military tactical plan. So someone else is going to have to do that. I can't do everything in the fucking world. So I appreciate you for the money, but you will not shit talk me in my own chat. And the only reason I'm not banning you right now is because you've been such a great supporter all night long. And I do very much appreciate that, but you will not shit talk me in my own chat. We have 2 rules on the channel. Number 1, don't be a dick. You don't insult me. You don't insult other people in the audience. I never insulted you, so don't insult me. Number 2, no whining. I don't want to hear it. Let's go back to Chandler.
And the standard bearer of the guilds. His son, Cosimo de' Medici, the sponsor of the Renaissance. The sponsor of the Renaissance. It's pretty
I think it's a good plan, Steve. Excellent.
Leader
Excellent
of the
work.
People's Party. Because of that, he was banned from the city for 10 years. He was called back as early as 1 year later and dominated the city because of his wealth. He was the true leader of the Renaissance. That's a bold claim. I need to look into that, actually.
Kind of remind you of you. You're kind of like the leader here.
Not at all. No.
He's not the leader.
There are no leaders.
There are no leaders.
But people listen to you here.
No leaders.
They envy you. They look up to you.
Nobody.
I see people here that like you.
Yeah, everybody likes me. Well, not everybody, but we all like each other.
I like you.
Because we're all comrades, right?
I think you're a cool dude.
comrades.
That's because I try to be nice to
Comrades.
people who are our enemy. Because being mean
I'm
here-
not your enemy, Chandler.
Another one after him, Lorenzo de' Medici, founded libraries and erected public buildings in the city. Michelangelo worked under him. Michelangelo worked under Lorenzo de' Medici. Did not know.
Again, I just want to point out the reason that we're watching this is today in the Antifa meeting at the White House, Kristi Noem said that Chandler is the founder of Antifa. This is the hardened criminal, founder of Antifa, according to Kristi Noem. Sally, fair enough. I'm not shit-talking you. Please do not insult me. Sally, I will do whatever the fuck I want in my own chat. I will do whatever the fuck I want. I am being extremely nice to you right now because of the amount of money you've given me tonight. But make no mistake, the minute that you tell me not to do something is the minute that I'm going to do that thing. You're new here. Perhaps you have some things to learn. Before you assume what I'm saying, I would advise reaching out first to clarify. No. That's not how, no. Thanks for the money. No. That's not how this works. No. No.
The patrician merchant families and the bishop made a conspiracy against him. Lorenzo de' Medici. His brother was murdered. The people rose up against that, and the archbishop was hanged out of his own window. At that point, the Pope sent an army against him.
Damn, in his own bedroom?
Yeah, his own window. I actually remember that.
Isn't Antifa like 100
The
years
archbishop was
old?
hanged
Yeah.
out of his own window. I
Yes,
remember
it
him and
is.
his brother
Yes, it is.
being murdered.
Yes. Antifa's about 100 years old and wasn't even started here. But according to Kristi Noem, Chandler is the founder of Antifa.
Just didn't know that Lorenzo de' Medici was.
Why? Because they wanted their rank? His brother and him got killed?
It was a power struggle. Yes. It was because they were. Yeah, they were too.
Isn't that how it is with
Yeah, it's
kings?
his
and
girlfriend who got
queens?
arrested.
Someone has
Yeah.
to die to become the king, and someone has to die to become the
It was
prince?
the opposite, right? See, because Lorenzo de' Medici founded libraries and erected public buildings, right? He was.
I was watching your stream, bro.
What?
But yeah, Lorenzo de' Medici was basically a leader of the Medici family, right? The banking family, right? But he was for the people. He built public buildings like libraries because he wanted everybody to be more educated, right?
Uh-huh.
And he was killed. Him and his brother, who both wanted to make people's lives better, they were killed along with a bishop who supported them.
Did you find? Have you read so much? Did they burn the libraries too that they were trying to protect?
I don't know. I don't think they would. I don't even know if he succeeded in building them. Let me see. No, he succeeded in building public buildings, and they were kept.
For history records?
Anyway.
What's up, bro? What you wearing, man?
Oh, what's going on?
What?
Got a beat.
Bro, I came down to hang
Yo.
out with you, bro.
Oh, you're
I live in the building.
Look at
right
that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Leg
What's up,
doctor.
brother?
I'm neutral, dude.
Neutral? What's your name?
Noah.
Noah, nice to meet you, Noah. Thank you for subbing, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate you.
I want to come say what's up. The other day.
Oh, thank you, my brother.
Of course, buddy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I actually I moved furniture, bro. I have these U-Hauls. All these dudes are bullying me so much, bro. That's no problem. I'm literally sitting in the U-Haul smoking weed, listening to fucking rap music.
Anyway, that seems to be the end of the clip. I just wanted to show you that just in case you had not yet been introduced to Chandler, who, according to, again, Kristi Noem, this is the founder of Antifa. I absolutely trust that the Trump administration knows what's going on. When the Secretary of Homeland Security announces in a public meeting that this is the founder of Antifa. We are so fucked. We are so fucked. It's not even funny. Let's go back to Andy. What's going on there? Looks like you guys want to stay with Portland Andy. We're going to end the poll. We'll stay here then. With no Glenn Beck tonight. We'll do Glenn tomorrow. It's fine. I'll yell tomorrow.
The Bat Cave.
The what?
The Bat Cave.
Where's that at?
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and thank you to
On the
Belly
side of
for the
mountain,
clip.
baby.
Thank you to Belly for the clip. We appreciate Belly on this channel. We are Belly
Yes,
respecters.
sir. No, that's pretty far, dude.
Yeah, that was a hardened Bond villain right there.
Have a
Wasn't
good
he?
one.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
J.A. super chatted $5. Yeah, fuck Portland Randy. That guy has high blood pressure.
Never heard of him, man. Don't know who that is.
Chandler's the new target. Yep. It's over for Chandler. We are so fucked.
Yeah, we're dead, man. Ain't nothing here.
Oh, man. Tommy's on Richard the Goat stream. Okay. Where's that at? Wait, did Andy just cut the stream or did I just accidentally pause it? Did Andy just cut the stream? No, he's still live. Oh, be right back. Okay. Is Richard the Goat on YouTube? Where is Richard the Goat? You know what? Actually, you know what? I don't care. You know what? I don't care. I think we're done for the night, guys. I think we're calling it an early night. I think we're calling it an early night. Nothing was really going on. Nothing's going on. No one is streaming. We'll call it an early night. I will actually get to do other work for once. I think we're just going to do that. Yeah, Andy went to Chandler's to poop. Yep, we all, you know what? It's a Wednesday. We all deserve an early night. Also, there are 2 spy streams tomorrow that we're doing for supporters. We're going to be doing our first spy stream at around 3 p.m. Eastern time. There are actually potentially 3 spy streams tomorrow. There are as many as 3. We're going to be doing one at 3 p.m. We're going to be doing one at 7 p.m. and there is the possibility of doing another one at 8 p.m. depending on how long the 7 p.m. one goes. And so tomorrow's going to be a big spy stream day. If anyone wants to come and watch leftist training with us, that is actually a perfect opportunity to see inside the real far left. If you want to do that, the very best way to do that is by becoming a member of my Substack. You can also become a member of the YouTube channel. Let me share the screen real quick. If you would like to join us for Spy Stream, head over to my Substack. That is Karlyn, KARLYN.substack.com. Sign up for $8 a month, $80 a year. Tomorrow, I will be sending out an email that looks a little bit like this. And that will have the link to the Spy Stream. And so you can come and join us then. You can also join the YouTube channel. Look for it in the community tab. And you will be able to join us that way. So we got a bunch of Spy Streams coming up tomorrow. So it'll be a big day. And we're going to record a lot of shit that no one else has on the internet. And it's going to be awesome. All right, guys. That's all we have for tonight. Thank you for hanging out with me. Short night, light night, but it's midweek. The weekend is still coming our way. And it'll be great. It'll be great. We will all be here suffering together in the apocalypse. So that's all we have for tonight, guys. Thank you for hanging out. I'll see you soon.
How are you feeling? How long have you been here? 3 months, May 17th. And what brought you? That's difficult to answer. I'm not clear. How is it that playing the piano for people has eventually resulted in your being here in the hospital?
That's difficult to answer.